Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we're here to discuss yesterday's boxing event that took place live in Las Vegas, coming to you from DAZN. It was Conor Benn, son of a legend, getting back in the ring after, winning versus, I believe it was Orozco in Florida. Now, Conor comes back, and I guess the biggest issue with this fight was that Conor, he okay. Well, damn. All right, that went crazy. But Conor put some pressure on himself because hello. All right. I have no clue what the fuck was that. But hopefully it is taking care of itself. I think that was Discord. Might have been Discord with the issue, but let's just double check. But sorry again, man. Conor put this pressure on himself by letting the world know that he would be getting a knockout in the first round. Outside of that, Conor did good. I don't understand the criticism. I don't understand why people are so, quick to just criticize him. I mean, what did he do wrong? The fight easily was 120, 108, or 119, 109. I mean, what did he do wrong? Dobson had some moments. He landed some shots, but I really don't understand what Conor did wrong to receive so much criticism, not only from fight fans, but from other professional boxers. Obviously, as you can see in the title, Haney took shots at him, as well as Errol Spence. Now, these are both good fights that I wouldn't mind seeing at all. Errol Spence at 54. Versus Conor Benn, son of a legend. I don't mind it. Devin versus Conor Benn. I don't mind it. And that's kind of been the knock on Conor for this fight, is that he didn't get the stoppage, so the allegations that he was on P.E.Ds must be true, because Conor Benn couldn't produce a knockout or a knockdown, so everyone is questioning the power. Devin Haney himself saying, and I quote, he left that shit in the needle, meaning he left his power in the needle because he can't use it anymore. So, you know, again, I don't understand why he's receiving such criticism. He obviously performed well. It was a shutout. Again, it was a complete shutout. I struggle to maybe give Dobson one round, but this is Errol Spence, and he's taking shots. I don't know if this is him not quote tweeting Devin, but seeing that Devin was on the same tip, and you know, because it sounds like he could be quote tweeting Devin's tweet where Devin says he left that in the needle. Earl comes and says egg emoji, actly, so exactly. Remember, the eggs were the excuse given when Conor did test positive. So, you know, obviously people have been taking shots at him about the eggs and things like that for some time. Now, remember, if you're here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, I need you to hit that thumbs up. And so do your fellow listeners so that we can open up the live chat. That's how we do it here every day. We start off on members only mode, and until we get to our goal of a certain amount of thumbs up, we don't open that up to everybody. The live chat is now locked for members only. It's only $2.99 to be a member for the whole 30 days. You know, you sign up today, you get 30 days for $2.99. It allows you, obviously, to ask a bunch of our guest questions and comment whenever we're members only. Now, again, you don't have to do that. Just hit that thumbs up, which is free. Get us to the goal of 500 likes, and we'll open it up, and everybody can participate. But I am looking forward to you guys calling in and letting me know what you think of this fight. Because, again, Ben dominated to me. So what? He was forced to go 12 rounds for the first time. Earl used to have a hashtag called Man Down. And then, guess what? Mikey Garcia didn't go down. So, you know, I don't understand, again, why a dude that gets a lopsided, unanimous decision versus a very big guy, because Earl and Devin aren't looking at that. Let's be real, bro. Like, I got the fight playing right here. It's like, don't tell me Dobson isn't bigger than Ben. Ben weighed 170. What the fuck is Dobson, bro? Like, Ben's arms don't look as thick as Dobson's. His shoulders don't look as big as Dobson. He's not as tall as Dobson. He's not as wide as Dobson. Bro, Dobson was a big dude. Again, if Ben rehydrated to 170, what in the mother freaking freak was Dobson? Which no one is even thinking about. They're not talking about. And it's like, of course I didn't get a knockout. Look at my frame and look at his frame. You understand? You know, look at, let me just show this. I know they won't flag me for this. Let me just show this picture here of the fight about to begin. Look at the difference here in size, bro. Like, come on, man. You can't, like, come on, bro. Like, first of all, this picture shows that Conor Benn is a welterweight. At least in the picture, compared to Dobson, he looks a welterweight. Dobson looks huge. Don't front. Conor's the smallest man in this photo. Look at the size of Dobson. Look at the size of his chest. Look at the size of his shoulders, traps, compared to Ben. So when we question the power, why aren't we questioning that he was in there with a cruiserweight, it looks like? Because, again, if Ben is basically a light heavyweight, because he came in, he weighed in on fight night over 168, which makes him a light heavyweight. What in the flying fuck is Dobson then? Of course, this man couldn't get a stoppage. My man is huge. Of course he couldn't get a fucking stoppage. But you telling me he ain't got no power yet, Dobson respected the fuck out of him. He ain't got no power, but Dobson ain't try to, just walk him down. He didn't throw caution to the wind. I don't know, bruh. Boxing fans, I don't know what the fuck y'all want. Ben, from start to finish, gave us a legit fight. And, it's actually fun to see that he's a bit vulnerable. He got hit with a couple of right hands. He makes some mistakes. I seen him going straight back quite a few times, which obviously, versus better opposition, that could be a huge mistake. A huge mistake. But, Ben capitalized off of some of those shots, landed some right hands, and Conor took those well from this cruiserweight. You know what I mean? At times, he looked a little like maybe his head was ringing, or maybe he heard that bell when he got hit with one of them right hands. Not that he was dazed, not that he was hurt, but it was that like Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker moment. They have a slow-mo of it, so if somebody want to send it to me so I can play it, I will. But you see Ben get hit with the right, and because it's on slow-mo, you see him thinking like, okay, my man got some fucking power. Dobson was big. Dobson was durable. Dobson needs to be brought back. Dobson had 2 years off, damn near 22 months. So maybe that's a knock on Ben not being able to take out a guy that's been out of the ring almost 2 years. But before you make that judgment, don't forget that Keith got to fight Zoo. And, a lot of you believe Zoo's going to knock out Keith, but we also believe Ben was going to knock out Dobson, right? So, I don't know. To me, decent fight. Dobson did his thing, lasted the full 12, which obviously, is going to earn him a return fight. I seen Richardson Hitchens come out and say, yo, shout out to you. 2 years out the ring and you held your own. You did your thing, So a lot of people were happy with Dobson's performance. And I'm sure he'll get a return fight. But no criticism from me on Conor Benn. Decent opponent. This community knows Dobson, unlike most who thought he was an unknown. Yes, George, we interviewed this guy before the fight. And, again, he proved to be durable. Listen, I bet a lot of my people bet big under 7.5. I bet 100. That's big to me. I'm fucking mad. So don't get me wrong. Like, I thought Conor could get a stoppage, especially because of the inactivity. But listen, Dobson is not a half-decent boxer. And after that first initial round, he kind of settled in. He kind of settled in and was able to do his thing. And, I feel like a lot of the shots that he took came from that inactivity he had. So, he didn't have the timing and the accuracy that comes with being in the ring. So he wasn't that accurate. He was landing plenty of body shots. Obviously, the body can't move like the head. And it took him a few rounds to land that right hand to Ben's head. But credit to Ben, man. He made this fight. He was exciting throughout. And, you can't take that away from him, man. He's always throwing big shots. He's always trying to get the knockout. So it's an exciting fight from beginning to end. Again, I hope Eddie does the right thing. I don't know what other welterweight he has. Maybe Oscar can bring back Dobson versus Rocha, maybe, right? Rocha lost to Stantillan. He needs a return fight. So maybe Dobson could come back versus Rocha, who proved to be durable, right? Go in there versus Rocha, another puncher. If you go another 10, 12 rounds, now we really start to call you, a durable fighter. And again, if you last the 10, 12 with Rocha, people will probably want to see you again. Now, I'm not saying to become a career loser. Maybe the Rocha fight is winnable coming off this Conor fight for Dobson. Maybe now his timing, his rhythm is back switched on. Again, 22 months out the ring, there's a lot of rust on this man's body that he had to get off. And obviously, Conor was chipping away at that rust with multiple shots. And I think that was the biggest issue for Dobson is obviously not being in the ring and all that time. He didn't have the timing. He didn't have the rhythm. He did have a lot of rust, and that's why, he can't even get away from some of these shots. Let's be real. He was just sitting there taking right hands, and nobody knew why. He couldn't get away from the overhand right, for one. But then he was trying to catch it out of this Mayweather position and try to catch it with the right hand like a parry, but that shit wasn't working. But he had his moments. He landed like a left hook right hand in the 4th round. He had moments, but I don't know that he ever had enough to fully win an entire round unless you gave him a round because of, one of the many right hands that he did land throughout the fight. Maybe one of those right hands were big enough that you felt like, okay, he was able to steal that round because of that. I'm happy with the scores, 119. I mean, 120 if you want. Dobson, he didn't do a lot, and again, that could come from the time, and it took him some time to warm up, so he gave away a lot of early rounds. But I won't hold you guys, man. Phone lines are open. I didn't watch any of the other fights. Like, let me double check. I watched the Kwashan Tola fight from Thursday versus Vlad Panin. Didn't watch anything else on that card. Then when it comes to Ben, I'm pretty much sure I only watched the Khalil Cole card because I thought Khalil Cole was going to be in a tougher fight. No bullshit. That guy, Osuna, I know him for being a sparring partner of a couple of other good fighters, elite level fighters. And, Khalil Cole got him out of there quickly and easily. So yeah, outside of that, I don't know that I watched anything else, man. Conor was the one fight I was interested in, and the undercard was pretty ass. It was also weird for them to come to Vegas, but then have all UK commentators, the ring announcer was UK. I didn't get it. It's like we're going to America, but we want to give our television viewing audience the same exact feel, which was weird to me. It's like, don't you want your audience to see and feel that they're in Vegas and that you are an international promoter? But I didn't watch the Ammo fight. He got the 7th round knockout over some dude I never heard of, Mumamba, whatever that is. Johnny Fisher also gets the 1st round knockout, which was obviously one of our bets on the betting show, which we didn't win shit, let's be real. My 7.5 pick was totally wrong. Shout out to Dobson that blew that out the water. But yeah, man, other than that, just watch the Khalil Cole fight. Just watch the Conor Benn fight. If you're interested in calling in and giving me your thoughts, go ahead and do so. Right now, we're just rocking with Discord and Twitter Spaces. I've done something new to Discord, so probably you guys should be able to hear me 2 ways now. But we got Tyron on Twitter. What's up?
Yo, what's good, champ?
Good morning.
Good morning. Shouts out TBV. Hope everyone tuning in is blessed. Yeah, it was a dominating performance by Conor. I love the performance. He was sharp, explosive. He was hitting dives with everything. Heard dives a few times throughout the fight. Couldn't stop him. throughout the fight as well. But Dobbs was holding on and he survived. I feel like the first couple rounds, Dobbs definitely showed ring rust. But he eventually, got a little rhythm throughout the fight. I don't really see what everybody complaining about. I have been seeing a lot of criticism for Ben, which is unfortunate. And I just think it's due to the fact that he didn't knock him out. Everybody is expecting Ben to knock out people, and when he don't, it's it's a bad look for him because the whole P.E.D situation, and that's unfortunate. Um, and so now all of a sudden, since he don't knock nobody out, so he don't have no power, he washed, he's not good no more, or he's this, he's that. He still have power. He showed it in the Dobbs fight, hurt him numerous of times. If he would have kept the foot on the pedal, he could have stopped him. But Dobbs, the show road and the holding, eliminated that. I don't see why so much criticism. But again, unfortunate for Ben, I feel like he's going to have to deal with this almost for the rest of his career. Even when during the Dobbs, I don't know if you heard it, it was, somebody was like, stop him already, Ben. So it's like he has this asterisk over his head now where, oh, I got to knock this guy out, or no one's going to give me credit. No one's going to give me my respect. But in reality, Conor Benn is a good fighter. Explosive, sharp. I like how he was using the jab to the body, to the head. And I saw Devin Bill after the fight congratulating him and seemingly want to make the fight. But if I'm Bill, I wouldn't be in a rush to put Devin in there with Conor, because Conor is coming to fight. He's coming to knock your head off, regardless if he get hit or not. He's not coming there to try to box. He's coming there to destroy. He's the destroyer. So I don't think that would be a good fight for Devin right now. I do like Conor and I think it's Venezuela. I think it is next. The guy that fought Boots. What's his name? Start with the V. I'm sorry.
Villa.
Yeah, Villa. Yeah, I think Conor and Villa, that's an explosive fight. That's a great fight. I would love to see that fight. But at the end of the day, Conor did what he's supposed to do, put on a good performance. Still explosive, still sharp, still can fight. But again, I think the criticism comes from just not stopping this guy like the last guy. So I just think he's going to have to deal with this for the rest of his career until he gets some stoppages. But I don't have no complaint. I love it. But thanks for my call, champ. Appreciate you.
All
Shouts
right.
out TBB.
Yeah, I don't got any complaints either, bro. I just think boxing fans are overly critical. So people saying, no love for ammo. Listen, it's unfortunate, because we talk on this show about Eddie and how good of a promoter he is and what has he done for American fighters. And, Ammo's probably one of those guys that I'm not happy the direction that Eddie is taking him. He they have completely made me disinterested in Ammo Williams with the level of opposition. They've had this kid forever, forever. All his fights damn near have been with Eddie. I think all of them, legit, all of them have been with Eddie. And he fought good names, but they regressed them for whatever reason. Like in 2021, okay, in his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So his 8th fight, he fought veteran Dennis Douglin and went 8. Douglin was in the ring with David and gave David a decent fight. Then he fights another veteran, Quoctavius Cash, stops him in 2. Then he fights another decent, undefeated opponent who right now has been winning since he lost. Just picked up a win yesterday over Greg Vendetti, common opponent with Eslandri Lara. He beat Cordell Booker, undefeated. Then all of a sudden it's the sidestep. Kieran Conway, Simon Madison, River Wilson Bent, Steve Rolls, and Amrel Mabumba Yasa. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody cares about that shit. Like, I ain't wasting my time, bro. Like, you sidestep. I'm not wasting my time. Like, when you announce Keyshawn versus Pedraza, then I'll watch. But like right now, you fighting Mumbamba. Like people talking about no love for Emma. What the fuck kind of love you want me to give him? Who he fought? Like we supposed to waste our time on that shit? Y'all tripping. I'm done. You know, boxing has done me wrong far too long. I'm done paying for these pay-per-views. I'm done shaming motherfuckers for stealing the pay-per-views. If these fights ain't worth my time and my money, they just ain't getting it no more. I'm so done. I got a beautiful wife and a beautiful life and a lot of shit that I could be doing other than watching motherfuckers sidestep. Because that's a sidestep. And I've been saying the same shit about Schofield. You know, they sidestepping and I'm done. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting my time. My time is money and I ain't got time to fuck around. So, yeah, he ain't fought nobody. Then they had the nerve to put him co-main, I think. That shit was insane, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done. They gotta, announce Ammo versus Adames or some shit on that level. Johnny Beck, something. I'm not beat. What up, Ant? I don't hear Ant. So did my new little thing not work here? Ant. Let me try something else. Hold on, champ. Was a late replacement. Oh, man. Excuses. I knew they was coming. Listen, man, they got to do better as promoters, too. You know, headbutts happen, cuts happen, cancellations happen. Bro, have a backup opponent that means something, Have a backup opponent that is worth it. And are you there? Can we hear you now? Damn, I don't hear shit. Let me hold on. That's whack. Let me try. Check. Let me try that. Yo. Maybe it's you. Let me try someone else. Rocky. Yo. Alrighty then. Well, it's probably what I get, right? I said I was doing something different. I guess the different ain't work. Try this another way, though. There we go.
Tell them on the chat.
Hold on.
Somebody let them know. Somebody let them know it's him.
Yeah, no, it is me. But I think that might have. We hear you kind of now. Let me just. Gotta keep fucking with it. I must have had it backwards. Rocky, can you unmute? You, Rocky. All right, let me invite Ant once again. We're going to work on this. Fuck that. Ant. Lord. All right, in the meantime, I don't want to get everybody aggravated. Malcolm, talk to me.
Yo, you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, man. Thank you for this Sunday show. Shout out TBV, man. Damn, man. I want my money back. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely want my money back. I know it wasn't pay-per-view, but fucking subscription. It could have been a better performance, I guess, by Conor Benn. I don't want to criticize him too much due to the P.E.Ds. Like the caller before me, I think, was saying he's gonna have to just deal with this the rest of his career. Dobson, he could have picked it up a little better. Like I seen, like in the third round, he kind of turned it up. The judges gave him the third round. I personally gave him the fourth. I felt like the last couple seconds didn't really mean shit because he was losing the entire round. But he could have done better. He was getting hit, and while he would sit there and try to do his little shoulder roll and block, he wasn't really countering too much. Like he was just a fucking target. He didn't look like he knew what to do. So Ben, it was an okay performance. You know, his jab is nice and explosive. What I don't like is just he has one variety of a jab. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. It's just this one explosive type jab. He doesn't really throw like you know how some fighters throw like a little throwaway jab to just keep you busy. It's just one type of jab. You know, and everything is just explosive. So I'm not too amazed. I do give Bill Haney props for you know, giving him some kind of props himself and trying to possibly make that a fight at 147. I don't expect for Devin to move up to 147 and just fight a fucking Boots, you know, or a Bud. You know, I think that'll be a good fight. I heard Eddie Hearn saying some shit about the names that he wants to give him. I don't see him fighting Eubank, and I don't want to see Conor Benn fighting fucking Kell Brook. I don't know what he was saying with that bullshit.
Those are domestic names, bro. I know we don't want them.
Yeah,
it's just that those guys
I understand
care
it's
over
easier
there.
to make. I'd rather he just fight Devin at that point because Kell Brook, like, I don't think anybody really wants to see Kell Brook. You know, the Eubank thing, it only makes sense because of that rivalry, but it's kind of a bigger weight gap. You know what I'm saying? They would have to meet at some kind of catch weight, right?
Well, he was going to 57 and 60 both times in the past, so. And remember, this fight was at like 51, so he obviously is a big boy, even though Dobson made him look small.
He fucking hydrated to like 170, right? Like the next day he was like 170 or some shit. Like I seen a little picture. So yeah, but I'm not gonna give him too much shit about the P.E.D. Like it is what it is. He's gonna have to deal with that for the rest of his life. Spence need to be quiet, you know. He need to worry about like getting his lick back or getting back in the ring. You feel me? And you know, Devin's gonna talk his shit. You feel me? He showed some kind of power against Regis, but again, he's not stopping niggas either. You know what I'm saying? But this is just boxers talking, man. Yeah, but that's really it, man. One thing I want to tell you, yo, Ness, you need to team up with FTWR. We need those I gotta go hoodies, man. Like you playing right now.
What you mean I gotta go?
Nah, that's your little catchphrase, man. You need to make a little hoodie for that or a T-shirt with a little phrase, man. That's like your go-to slogan. We need the hoodies.
I ain't even know I was saying that a lot. I'm had to pay attention
Yeah,
to
like
myself.
I'm pretty sure the chat will tell you. Anytime somebody say some bullshit, it's just I gotta go, champ. I gotta go. You feel me? Like I catch myself saying that sometimes when I hear a bum ass call. So yeah, I think you should definitely like put that on like a shirt or some shit. Cause I definitely cop like 20 of them shits. But yeah, shout out CVV, yo, Ness. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, these domestic fights, bro, they're big in the UK, man. And I can't knock those dudes, bro. You know, Ben versus Josh Kelly will do like 20,000 tickets, I think. I mean, at the very least, 13 to 14,000. And I bring up Josh Kelly because obviously, you know, these two went back and forth yesterday. A lot of people took shots at Ben. You know, not just Earl and Devin. But Conor says, you can continue to cook in that shit-stained leisure center you boxed in last time. Irrelevant. And he says, I'll keep cooking in the UK for the UK fans. You keep dodging them tests and the truth. Thinking emoji. We all know that shit stinks. Poop emoji. So that's one domestic fight. Then you got Eddie with the long-winded speech. I don't know how much of this I'm going to play because, you know, ain't trying to be flagged. But, you know, Eddie made a 2-minute cry and plea to Conor. You know, I know that Ben is not interested, but that's just because failed negotiations. If Eddie could come to him and say, hey, look, mate, I got the deal. It's ready to go. You just got to sign. Then he would do it.
And, you know, people will always criticise Conor Benn, but will they step up and fight him? You know, he wants the names at 147 pounds. I'm still absolutely baffled by Chris Eubank Jr. You know, people...
See, so he wants Junior because it's a domestic fight, you know what I mean? It's a big fight that you need to get out of the way. Kind of like I said about Crawford and Canelo. You don't want to walk away from that fight that is two sons of a legend domestically in the UK. It's going to get people's attention.
Talk about him making
I mean, don't forget that we were we were kind of tuned in. You know, that was happening over there, and we were feeling the hype over here.
160 pound. No one talks about Conor Benn moving up 2 divisions to fight him. And he'll criticise tonight, he'll talk about this, but yet he continues to turn down a payday 3 times bigger than he can get anywhere else.
3 times bigger, but, you know, a lot of people don't like to believe Eddie when he says he's offering these big paydays. I tend to believe Eddie. I'd like to believe Eddie. He's offered, you know, big paydays on paper to plenty of people. Guys like Mikey Garcia received huge amounts of money to fight guys like Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas received huge amounts of money to fight guys like, who was it? Not Hector Munoz. My God, I'm going to have to look up his resume, bro. I got to. It's, oh my God, I can't remember. Fucking hell. All right, we're going to look it up. Vargas. We'll look him up, man. But phone lines are open, and I got Discord. I know I did it now. Guess what? I had my fader down, so I'm like, yo, I can't hear you. It's because of course I can't hear you. My fader's down. Unmute, Ant. Gotta unmute, Ant. Okay, so Ant ain't there, but we going to Rocky. I know it's working now.
Yo, good morning.
I told you it's working. I know what I did. What up, champ? We hear you. And I'm sure it sounds better to you, right? Than it has in the past?
Yeah, a lot clearer.
Yeah.
And I was able to hear Ant though when he was on, but like
I said, I had my fader down on my mixer, so I ain't even noticed that pothead. You know, do your thing, player.
So yeah, champ, I watched it, and like I had called earlier in the week, and I was saying Conor Benn looks a little small for 54. Even though he's stocky, if you just look at the size of his head and the size of Dobson's head, like they look like 2 different weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Even though they both made welterweight in the past. So that being said, a lot of these bigger guys, they're able to absorb that power. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Conor didn't look bad. Of course, there was some mistakes that got exposed, which you touched on, like pulling straight back. But those are things that I think he could fix. But mainly, I think it's a mindset shift that he's going to have to make. And you can't believe he's just going to go in there and blow everybody out the water. Conor looked gassed after like the 3rd or the 4th. I think he won that shit on heart. Like he was gassed, man. And he was just pushing through it. So I think he has to really manage his energy system a little better. Stop, throwing everything explosive. Like I forgot one of the callers earlier, I forgot who it was talking about like he only throws one type of jab, just that fast, explosive jab. Sometimes that little flick, move around a little bit. You got 12 rounds of work, champ. But it was good experience for him. I'm not gonna down him. And then also too, like I notice a lot of fans are shitting on him now, right? It's kind of like what happened to Berlanga. Like you get all these knockouts, and then when you stop knocking dudes out, now you trash. So I think that's unfair. You know what I'm saying? Conor's still a top welterweight in my eyes, and I want to see him go on and get some better names on his resume. I'm not opposed to the Devin Haney fight, but I tell you what, that's a dangerous fight for Conor. With what if he doesn't fix what he displayed last night, Devin Haney can move up and beat him. He can fuck around and beat him. So
yeah,
man,
I believe you, bro. Like watching, Dobson was just so slow. He was super slow, or Conor is so fast, he made Dobson look like he was in cement. Or did you not feel like that? Like he was slower slower than usual?
Yes, I felt the same way. I said, yeah, he was real slow, but what he had was timing. He just threw the shots at the right time. And that's what, I'm saying, was catching Conor. But imagine Devin, who has speed and timing. Like, it's a wrap. Like, he's going to catch you when you go straight back, and he throws fast. But yeah, he looked Dobson. I thought he must have had like the heaviest hands in the world because how slow he looked. But them shits was landing somehow. So I don't know, Chad.
He must got popped though, because I felt like Conor respected him. I ain't feel like Conor fought like Conor, but he still respected Dobson's power, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But I heard the bell. I appreciate you for taking my call, champ. You already know.
You got it. Damn, you heard that? He said he heard the bell. Yeah, we ain't had nobody say that in a while on Discord. But if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We got our first super chat of the day coming from Leonard Sterling, 2-pounder. Dobson on IFL said, fought in Russia a month ago. Was it on TCL? Like, where the hell he fought in the month? Last month. I'm going to check his resume. Was it a legit fight? No, it wasn't there. Last time he fought on BoxRec says 2022. So whatever happened in Russia was an exhibition or not a legit fight that was put on his BoxRec. There's not even the fight's not even on his BoxRec with the red question mark. Like normally that's like that when they can't verify your win or loss. Like that shit ain't even there, buddy. But Leonard Sterling back with another 2-pounder. He says, many thought Osuna posed a threat. Cole impressed. Word. I thought Osuna spawned with, my man sparred with everybody. Brian Mendoza, Canelo. I mean, he was in camp with Renato Lopez. I'm thinking, okay, this is a sleeper Mexican. He got slept on his knee. That body was soft. That shit was crazy. He was timid from the door, though. Like, soon as that bell rung, he was timid. Shout out to Khalil Cole that was very poised and mature, man. Worked behind a jab and did the basics and got the stoppage, Beautiful looping right hand to the body, landed thudding. And Osuna just couldn't recover from that because the next shots came from body shots via jabs. So, yeah. We got Ant in Georgia trying you again. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to Google Jesse Vargas. Ant. Okay, so Ant, you having issues. Not us, though. We know that. In the meantime, while you fix that, we got Uptown Rico. And for anybody that wants to call in, links are right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voices Live. And we got the Twitter link pinned as well as the Discord link pinned so that you can call in absolutely free. Uptown, you got to take off the mute.
Yo.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Conor Benn, bro, he deserved to get the criticism that he getting, man. I believe he's a cheater, man. I don't like cheaters. He ain't got he ain't had any knockouts his last 2 fights. Now that he's been off the needle, as Devin would say. And yeah, man, I'm just not a big fan of Conor Benn just because, he got a history of cheating. To your boy Dobson, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed because he got on the Boxing Voice and was talking real tough. Like he had the footwork and, a nice jab and all that stuff. I've never heard of him before until he got on the Boxing Voice and he kind of just stood right there in front of him. Didn't really cut the ring off. He was trying, but I just didn't really like the performance. I didn't see none of the footwork he was talking about. I didn't see the jab he was talking about and the speed. Maybe Conor was faster than what he thought, but I was a little disappointed because he was talking real tough on the Boxing Voice. I don't know. Did you touch on the commentary? What's up with the commentary? Like, I thought we in Vegas. We ain't, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean
like,
the Conor? What you mean the Conor train?
No, the commentary.
Yeah, I said that. I said, bro, I said, how they gonna come to America, have
Yeah.
UK commentators and a UK like ring announcer. That shit was extra lame. I didn't even feel they was in Vegas. I promise
I
you.
wasn't with that. I wasn't with that.
The fact that they put it on at 3:00, I didn't have an issue. But you know, you cater to the UK for the time. You cater to the UK with the commentators. You cater to the UK with the fucking ring announcer. Even the dude that was doing the interviews. It's like, come on, bro. This shit out of control. Matchroom USA is a joke. Matchroom USA is like a shell company. That shit fake. Like they don't really do shit. It's a company that says they USA, but they all UK down to the employees. Like it don't make sense.
Yeah, man. I don't like that, but you know, I'm not a Ben fan. You know, I think he's a cheater, and you know, until he showed that he could be clean for a significant amount of fights, then you know I might be on board. But right now, I'm not a Ben fan right now. But that's my call, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, man. I didn't get the thought process there with Eddie, you know, who's he catering to, bro? I mean, obviously he's catering to his, you know, UK audience. That's why it was on at that time. You know, that's why everything was UK. But again, as us American subscribers, what are you telling us? Are you telling us to cancel? You know, like you telling us you don't care? Like what exactly are you telling us? This shit is pretty weird. You know what I'm saying? As a US subscriber, I want more from Matchroom. I get it. The zone as a whole has plenty to offer me. You know, they got different promoters on there. Obviously, Salita's about to have his show on there. Lou DiBella's had his show. Red Owl had their show. You know, Overtime is back March 29th, I believe. So, a lot of different promoters, but this is one of the big three or one of the big four. You know, one of the guys that talk a big game. So, yeah, you're doing big things in the UK, and you talk about everything that we doing in America, but you're not doing anything remotely close to what PBC and Golden Boy are doing. You know, let alone Top Rank. Like your American shows got to get better. They really do. Like stop being so UK heavy, man. Like mix that shit up. At least put an American in with a UK dude, you know. So yeah, you did your job as a promoter. You got your UK fighter his first big Vegas fight, and you got your American fighter his first international fight. But it's got to be some flavor there, man. They out of control out there, man. Some of this shit didn't make sense. Like I said, I ain't watched none of that shit. I'm invested in Khalil Cole. I'm from New Jersey, so I watch my dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Conor Benn fan, so I watch the main event. Other than that, bro, me and the wifey had shit to do. We ain't out here fucking playing. And I ain't watch it live. You kidding me? I ain't watch it live. So they got it. You want my attention, motherfucker, get my attention. But you ain't getting it that way. You ain't getting it that way. Anthony, what up? We hear you. Just got to talk.
Yo, what up?
Okay, Anthony in Georgia. You made a Twitter.
Yeah, nah, I been had Twitter. I don't be on it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what the heck be going on with Discord, but I want to talk about Khalil Cole because I called in a while ago talking about him because he Alex Pereira. You don't know who he is, but he's a two division UFC champion.
Give me a second. Are you on a Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that is you, because I'm thinking that's me. You sound underwater, champ.
Is that better?
I guess we'll deal with it. Go for it.
You got me? All right, but he was sparring Alex Pereira, who's the 2 division UFC champion, and Alex Pereira was giving him that work. So that's how I found out about him. I was like, who is this guy that he's sparring? And they were saying like, oh, this is the some Olympian. And Khalil was the one with the headgear on, and he was getting fucked up in that sparring session. You can go on YouTube and see that shit. That's very interesting to me because a lot of guys don't got a lot of respect for these UFC guys who come over into boxing. But he was sparring Khalil Cole with no headgear, okay, giving him that work. But Conor Benn looked good. He looked solid. Hopefully he off the juice. You know, he exciting fighter, my kind of guy. The card overall, yeah, y'all definitely right. They need to step it up. I don't know what's up with the zone on the US side. You know, who's your target audience? If your target audience is the UK, then that's fine. But you out here claiming that it's supposed to be some American, pay-per-view, and y'all right, everything was British on that mug. Eddie Hearn in the ring giving long soliloquies after every fight. I'm like, man, come on. Like, let's get to the next fight. He's telling me all of this bull crap. But yeah, that's about all I got. Appreciate the time.
All right, Ant, appreciate you. Let's let me take another here. Another Twitter call. Make sure that was him and not us, right? Sounded pretty bad.
Yo, hot audio.
Yeah, you straight. It was definitely Ant and his Bluetooth. How are you, brother? Good morning.
Good morning, man. Straight. Everybody smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Man, shout out Ness. Working hard. I know you being positive, man. Real positive about Conor Benn performance. It was lackluster, man. It was a very lackluster. Yeah, he won comfortably, but his offense was not good. He didn't build off the 1-2. He doubled the jab up, and then the 2 would change levels. But that's just not enough. We just need you to work more, build more. It wasn't nothing to be. Then he would step back and admire his work like he did something. Like this not heavyweight, man. We need more. We need more variety of punches. We just need more. And maybe this the new Conor without the extra boost, without the extra oomph. But maybe we need one more side step. I don't. This would be the third side step. I was going to say that maybe he could blame timing. Maybe he could use that excuse. But I saw that he had another fight. He just had a fight. So in this, you're asking him to do. You're asking the zone US to do what they just did. Peter Dobson is from America, so they gave him a shot, the American. But yeah, we need.
No,
maybe he need a lighter step up.
Bro. You're right. They gave the main event, the American, a shot at an international fighter. But it's like I said, right. The commentators were UK. The
ring announcer.
The ring announcer was UK. The interviewer was UK. Then they had outside of your blow by blows, they had Darren Barker, UK. Like it was
everything.
It was UK overload. Like, I did not feel like we was in Vegas. I didn't get the Vegas feel at all.
I agree.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't. And I watched the playback. I ain't watch it live, other than Khalil Cole's fight. I watched Khalil Cole fight live, but I felt like I was in the UK.
And maybe that's the trick they want to do for the fans, because like
no, but
I don't know, man.
Think about it from a marketing standpoint. Every boxer's dream is to fight in Las Vegas. So for the UK fans,
exactly.
For the UK fans, they want Conor to fight in Las Vegas so they can say my guy made it. So why make it so familiar where they didn't even feel like their guy went to Vegas?
It's weird, but I'm pretty sure they had their reasons. Maybe Conor Benn need another. Maybe not a. We need to throw away those names. Boots. No, get out of here. Get out of here. Like don't mention Boots right now. Devin, don't mention Devin. I mean, it was cool. Bill Haney just building it up. But he can't be next. Or if he's next, it'll be a great fight for Devin because that performance there. I think Devin 12-0s that being. We may need to look at Blair Cobbs. Let's bring back Blair Cobbs into the situation, into the fold. That's a good name, and see where he at with Blair Cobbs.
Nah, for sure.
PBK.
For sure. And remember that Eddie already planted that seed. They used Bones Adams' gym. Blair was there. They did the little Instagram post that, Eddie reposted. So, but that's another dude coming off for 2 years. Remember what you're asking for. So don't ask for that today, February 4th, 2024. And then when it gets announced, say, oh, they being strategic. This is another guy coming off 2 years. And I'm not just saying you. I'm generalizing a boxing fan.
Got you. I think I got Blair Cobbs in that fight. I mean, this being right here, man, without the juice, I don't know. But mentioning PBK and the domestic propaganda, Conor Benn been as underrated. He's able to fight in the UK.
Nah, and that's why PBK was taking shots. But his hearing is next month. It's finally next month.
Okay, we will be looking closely. Hopefully everything turns out okay, and he could be in the UK. They could do Wembley, 100K in Wembley. You hear me? You get me? But yeah, man, shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself.
Yeah. So according to Dan Rayfield, Ben was boxing in the United States for the second time in a row because he remains unable to get a license in the United Kingdom due to the ongoing case surrounding his infamous 2 failed voluntary anti-doping association drug tests for performance enhancement drugs in 2022. The second result becoming public days before he was set for a major pay-per-view bout against Chris Eubank Jr. on October 22 that was canceled. So, yeah, not yet. But I did read somewhere in here there is, I believe, a hearing scheduled for this month or next month. That being said, getting back to the line, we got Matador. What up?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch the fight, but that's only because I don't have the zone. I don't have it because it just doesn't work with my schedule when they do their main events over it. When it's not Golden Boy, they have their events over there, and I'm usually getting off of work when the main event is going on, so it's just not worth it for me. But I do have Peacock. And Buatsi did face Aziz. And I did, man, and because I already have it.
But wait.
Last 30 minutes.
But wait. So you got a paid subscription to Peacock?
Yeah, well, it's not mine. I don't pay for it. It's my parents, but we share the account. So we have Peacock. And
but it's a paid subscription because I got Peacock and you need to be paid to watch the UK stuff.
Oh, I don't know. To be honest, I just heard that boxers on Peacock and that this was their first event, Buatsi Aziz, and I was like, okay, let me try it, and it popped up right away. So I watched the last fight, just the last 30 minutes before I left work. And, I saw the whole fight. So I don't know if anyone's called in about this fight or if you were even going to talk about it. But
nah, I wasn't going to talk about it. I was waiting for somebody like you to bring it up so that I could say something like this. I'm not paying for another fucking service. This is exactly why I wanted PBC to go to the zone. Like, I gotta, at one point or another, I gotta stop, man. It's just too much money, too much shit. Like, that shit should have been, like, Boxer should have struck a deal with DAZN. What the fuck they doing on Peacock, I don't know, but I'm not paying for it. They're going to have to get a real fight. And I know Aziz versus Buatsi was a decent fight, but Buatsi been sidestepping his whole fucking career.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. I mean, and honestly, I wouldn't have gotten it either, but just because I already have it, I'm going to watch it. Like, I'm not, that's the only reason why. But as far as that fight, It was a good fight. I think it was a good fight. It was really entertaining. Buatsi just, he timed him down the whole fight. It wasn't anything Aziz could really do. He was kind of just coming in, hunched over, shoulders down, hands up, elbows tucked in. He wasn't really doing much, but Buatsi looked really good timing. I think this is Virgil Hunter's next big star probably. But it's funny what you said about the ring announcer and everything being a British or for the Conor Benn fight. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I'm going off what you said. But the one in the boxer one is American. I thought that was pretty funny.
They got Big Mo. They got Big Mo, man. They
yeah.
And that's what you're supposed to do, man. You can't sell me a product. Like, I get it. Netflix has international shows, but like, bro, you came to Las Vegas. It's not like I'm watching an international show. You came to Las Vegas, man. Like, make it feel like we in motherfucking Vegas. Yeah, the buildup did because they went to the iconic sign and they used some of the landmarks in Las Vegas, but the actual show, what I fucking pay for, not the free, shoulder content all over your other platforms. I'm talking about what I fucking pay over $250 a year for. Bro, that shit felt like another UK show. It just felt,
that's why
it felt like I was in Wembley or some shit or whatever, with a Copper Dome or whatever the fuck Frank Warren uses. I mean, come on, bro. They got to step up.
Yeah, but you know what? The production for boxers, I think that's pretty good, man. This really good production. Before the fight, the main event, they announced, I was just kind of watching it, and then they're like, we have a big announcement, and then they had Fraser Clark and Fabio Wardley. I was like, oh shit,
that's
that was
what I'm
pretty
saying,
cool.
bro.
How they just announced it like that. We got a big announcement for everybody. And I'm like, what is it? I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, oh.
It was announced on Instagram, and that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you making UK fights and thinking I'm gonna go pay for Peacock. Like, what the fuck is Peacock giving me right now? Nothing. Old shit. They really do. They actually do have some live, new original content was the word I was looking for, because I think I originally signed up to that to see the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I stopped after that. I never finished that, first and foremost. Stopped after that. Once that Peacock account was no longer free, they ain't got shit I want. And Fraser fucking Clark, Fabio Wardley is not it. You see, they ruining Fabio Wardley's career. What the fuck is he doing fighting another domestic motherfucker? Then he just beat David Adelaide? What in the fuck is he doing fighting a dude that got less fights than David Adelaide? I don't give a fuck what Olympian he is. You using Wardley's name. Who managing Wardley's career, first and foremost? Because they fucking up. So you about to serve him up to the Olympian so that the Olympian can have the big 17-0 name. Because Wardley's on the fucking title contention. Why am I looking back at some dude that ain't fought nobody on my level yet? I'm telling you.
They must have offered him good money. That's all I can say.
They setting them up. They setting them up, man.
They might. They might.
Look, somebody talking about he a mandatory to what? Some British rinky-dink ass title? Get the fuck out of here. Drop that shit. You don't need that shit. He don't need that shit. Mandatory to what exactly? My man said, yo, Nessie, mandatory to what? Because I didn't know Wardley was a fucking heavyweight champ. Mandatory to what? Like, come on, man. I want to know who managing his career. Who about to make this dumbass mistake? He better knock out Clark and make me look stupid, because to me, you putting him in a tough fight that's unnecessary. Nobody knows Fraser Clark in America. We know Wardley because he been putting the fuck on. Like, shit makes zero sense. I'm telling you, but they do a lot of fuckery over there.
Yeah, I real quick, I just wonder real quick. I wonder if I know Ben Shalom and Dan Rayfield, they have said that he had said on his podcast that he was gonna try to make the American audience now, because he got a deal with Peacock. and Sky Sports is big over there, so they're in the same network. I wonder if he would try to talk to PBC fighters, like, and try to get them, or try to talk to Al Heyman or someone like over there, and like try to get fighters from them, because they still need another network, and that might be a potential. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but that's my call.
I doubt it, man. I don't do shit with anybody, bro. Basically, like, he only, it's rare. Like, we got the Wilder situation, but come on, man, it's rare. Outside of the Wilder signing to the zone, you got guys like Daniel Jacobs, Jesse Vargas, Thomas Delorme, and I never looked up the dude that I was trying to tell you, but yeah, I mean, I don't see that shit happening, bro. I don't see that shit happening. They saying Dillian White, shout out to Alex Vega, he's saying Dillian White is his manager. Dillian White need to get on his job, then that is a bad decision. You understand? You don't do that to Wardley, who's already put on. He already there. Like, the fact that he's not top 10 is bananas to me. Like, honestly, it's super duper 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 strange that he's not top 10 in the ring, but he top 10 in the WBO, he's number 7. In the IBF, he's number 12. In the WBC, Fabio is 15. In the WBA, Wardley is 11. Now, where the fuck is Clark? Oh, that's right. Nowhere. Not on none of these rankings. You don't see no Frazier Clark. And this is what I'm saying. It don't take a rocket scientist to see they about to play Wardley out. He don't got no business fighting that dude. There's nothing there. There's no reason, absolutely zero reason. I don't know why this is happening, but whatever. It ain't going to get me to buy Peacock, I tell you that right now. Not even for a month. Because you know how you could just sign up for the month? I'm not even signing up for the fucking month for that. Fuck out of here. Do better. Do better if you want American audience. This American, fuck out of here. I got a wife, man. Stone Bone, what up? We'd rather go out to eat, man. Listen to music.
Yeah, man. I feel you, man. We planning a wedding this year, so I rather spend my money on the entertainment of my friends and family than some of these suspects. I want you to what's the name of this show? The Step Aside show, Ness?
Secondary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I thought, hey, we need more. What the rappers call? We need more steppers, man, not more side steppers. None of these dudes is really trying to step forward. They just kind of sidestepping. They just kind of playing the field, man. So, it's like, I don't know. It just feel like dating or something. None of these dudes is really committed to being great. Most of them just want to get to fight on TV. And you know what, Ness? Once we start being able to watch the prospects and all these guys on YouTube, that pretty much let me know that I shouldn't be paying for the shit that I'm paying for, right? Like a lot of the show, remember, a lot of the shows we watched because there was prospect guys on there that we wanted to see that came on the show, right? We'd be like, hey, we're going to watch that card tonight. And he fighting on the YouTube portion. And then after that, it's like I'll waste 2 more hours of my night watching a show that don't really matter. Like it's, and that's, I'm going to be of the mindset of when a Boots had that bad performance against Karen, remember everybody wanted to throw him away, and he don't need to fight. Then he get him a flat-footed Villa. Now he's back, and he could beat Bud, Earl, Jesus, and everybody. So that's, I guess, what they got to do with Conor Benn. Like, I don't want to see him sidestep to another low-level fight of a guy who not even on a contender. Matter of fact, no disrespect to Dobson, I've never held him as a prospect in boxing. He ain't never been prospect is somebody that Dobson is just a fighter, like a prospect is a guy that you see potential for him to be a contender and likelihood of being a champion. Like Conor Benn is fighting guys that we've never even considered prospects that would ever be contenders. So it's just like he needs to really fight somebody. I'd rather see him fight somebody good and lose than to keep fighting nobodies and win. Like at this point, he's not like my favorite fighter or nothing. So it's like, what am I trying to protect him from? Let him fight Boots. Boots is a champion. How about he go get a title? He talk all that shit that he can beat Thurman,
Bud, Boots, all that. Let him go do it then. They're going to give us another. Listen, just because he can't fight in the UK don't mean that I want to. What we call this is food stamps for Conor Benn. He can't fight at home, so we giving him money so he can fight over here. This is disrespectful to the American boxing fan and telling us this is an American show. That's all that was, Ness. We just basically paid him when he can't get paid at home, and now we gonna act like they done something for us by giving us an American show. We getting robbed as boxing fans, and what is it? Whatever it's called, we just getting robbed. Matter of fact, we ain't even getting robbed. We're giving away and it's up to us to start doing. Remember, they always say, if y'all don't like it, don't buy it. Maybe we should start doing that. Maybe we should only watch what we really want to watch, and then move on. Maybe they'll stop taking advantage of us. But that is what it is, man. I guess I'm lost, man. I'm lost, man. The Sidestepper show, that's a nice one.
All right. Clark was ordered as the mandatory challenger for Wardley's Longsdale belt. So, is that like a regional? Like the equivalent to like a NABAF, whatever, some shit? You know what I mean? I hate that I'm stuck on this, but I see a lot of Wardley haters, saying Wardley ain't done nothing and yada. Bro, Wardley is 17-0, right? Wardley 17-0. 16 KOs, I believe. And fun fact, man. Fun fact. Fun little fact stat. He's on a 16-fight knockout streak. You hear me? This is just poor marketing. He's on a 16-fight knockout streak. He's 17-0, and he's on a 16-fight knockout streak. And people say, oh, he ain't fight nobody. Okay, you don't know boxing, right? Like, you don't really watch boxing. David Adelaide was an undefeated UK prospect. He took his O in his last fight. Mike Polite Coffee, American guy that we know that, is a durable fighter. Got him out of there in 4. Nathan Gorman, another guy we know, got him out of there in 3. Daniel Martz in 2. Nick Webb in 1. Eric Molina in 5. Richard Lardy, common opponent with Dubois. Remember him? 2. So the thing is that you don't watch boxing. So you sit here and you say, oh, he ain't fought nobody. He don't deserve this. He don't deserve that because you don't know what it is that you're watching. But Wardley is way above and beyond ahead of this guy. Top Rank knows who he is. We've had Top Rank matchmaker Brad Goodman on this show. I've talked about Wardley versus Jared Anderson, and he's expressed his interest in Wardley as a fighter, and that fight particularly. Again, I just think whoever's in charge of Wardley's next move is making a mistake. Maybe they know something I don't know, and this fight will be a walk in the park. And, they defend their Lionsdale belt 3 times and become the UK champ. But, again, turning around to fight a dude that's 8-0 with 6 KOs, whose biggest name is David Allen, maybe? Yeah, it's probably not the move right now. There's probably bad management. That's all I'm saying. I'm just, bringing that up. It's probably poor management. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you fighting this guy? Like, if it's either David Allen is the biggest name or Maurice Vach. So, you pick your poison. Like, bro, knock it the fuck off, man. Again, y'all just don't watch boxing. Drew, what up?
Ness, yo, you heavy in the UK domestic scene, baby. I love it. I love it. Come on, bruv. Let him live, bruv.
Bro, I watch all this shit. I mean, I'm about to start getting
I do
picky in
too.
2024. I'm getting a little more picky, as you can see from this card. But like
You got to, baby. You got to.
heavyweights, I
That's why I
know,
don't even
man.
want to. I don't. That's why I don't want to see Buatsi unless it's fucking Anthony Yard at the O2. Enough of this shit. But I see you giving us breadcrumbs, Ness. You're not gonna give us the real topic, the salacious shit of Turkey Al-Sheikh basically putting the fucking machete to Tyson Fury with the $10 million penalty and sending Tank 2 gloves. I know you're gonna give us that Monday, Ness. I know you're gonna give us that on Monday.
Honestly, I mean, I ain't even think that was his own show. I do like that contractually this man is intelligent and there was a $10 million. That's a huge penalty. That should send shockwaves through boxing, but we're not going to see that often. You know, Al isn't making those penalties, but these are the type of penalties that Top Rank has to do to Big Baby, Gerald Miller, so that they can finally make Big Baby versus Big Baby. And if you fail, if you test positive, if you get cut, motherfucker, we want $10 million. And obviously it can't be 10 because the purse, outweighs it. But yeah, they gotta start coming up with penalties. I'm glad that he's intelligent enough. We've asked promoters this all the time. I've asked Brad Goodman, why can't they write something in the contract to give us Big Baby versus Big Baby? You know, I'm glad again that
Just so
someone
they could
stepped up.
they could recoup the marketing money, all the money they put into it. I know you're gonna give us the Bivol better be beneficial and that being the 5-on-5. So Monday, I know you teasing us with this. As far as Conor Benn, I like how Bill Haney respectfully went to the presser. I'm not mad if fucking Devin fights Conor over there at the O2 or in Saudi. Like, enough's enough, bro. Conor's trying to shit or get off the posh, and I like that. He looked okay. But I do like how Dobson came on the show last week. Was it last week he was on the show?
Yeah.
Or the week before? He really tried to win the fight. He didn't come there to take a check. You know what I mean? He attempted to win. So I respect that, and I'm gonna give Dobson his credit for showing up to try to win the fight, not take a paycheck. Conor just gotta stay sharp. I give him like a C+ performance, B- if I'm being generous, Ness. But I don't get where everybody's like, oh man, like nah, he's the juice. Okay, damn the juice. Do we want to see him fight Dev or not? Like, enough talking about all the ancillary shit, the shit on the side. Like you say, like everybody, like we've been saying, everybody's saying everything but let's fight. So let's see the fight, Ness. Like if the Ryan don't pan out, what's wrong with Devin taking another private flight and getting a stamp on the passport and getting that Conor Benn scalp on his resume? What they gonna say now? You see Tank running his mouth like, oh, give me 3 weeks, I'll take Conor. Like, nah, bro. Why is everybody trying to sidestep Dev? Why they trying to shortstop Dev? Pull a Derek Jeter on Dev Haney, bro. Why don't they want Dev to get a big fight? Another big fight. What's going on? What's the conspiracy? Why they mad?
I don't know. I did see that, man, and I'm just tired of reporting on Tank tweets, bro. I'm like, my man.
Oh yeah. No, I get it.
He's turning into Ryan. He says something about everybody fighting, but he don't fight nobody.
But he does everything but send them the contract. But you're the A side, bro. Send the contract. But as far as that last night, I didn't watch the. I don't have the volume on when I'm watching the fight, so I didn't hear the audience and I hear that. But do you think the zone was not really giving a fuck more than about the Americans tuning in because it was afternoon and more like we're gonna get the bulk of our money from the UK people tuning in, so let's just have their fucking commentators and something familiar for them.
I guess
I didn't listen to the.
I guess
I didn't
honestly,
listen to the fucking broadcast.
That shit makes zero sense to me. Why it was so UK heavy.
Yeah, maybe I'll tweet Joe Markowski, ask him why, because that's a DAZN decision, not an Eddie Hearn decision. So I guess catering to them. I'm not subscribing to Peacock. I had the free trial. I saw some of the rounds, but like with Buatsi, like bro, like what's he over 30 now? He ducked the WBA Mando and left Eddie to fight Bivol for boxer, and he's doing this. Like Dan Aziz's a little up there, and Dan Aziz was catching him, bro. So like, give us a big domestic fight with him and fucking Anthony Yard, and let the shit shake at 175. We getting undisputed. There needs to be a top guy to take over when Bivol and Beterbiev fight, right? Like, so enough of that low-level domestic. Give us fucking Anthony Yard or Gvozdyk. Let's see what Buassi's really made of finally. But, that's my call. Keep doing what you're doing, Ness. Have a wonderful Sunday with the family. I'm out.
Appreciate you. I'm trying to get y'all help. Remember that my source is telling me Crawford will fight someone and we'll be surprised. And, he's just playing with me. Refuses to give me info that I need because he says if he does, it would not be good. So, let's figure it out. Give me 4 names. Come to my community page here on youtube.com/theboxingvoice/community. It's an absolutely free post. Come here and give me 4 names at 54. Not name champions, okay? They cannot be champions. Cool. 4 names at 60, including champions and contenders. So at 60, you can name champions. 4 names at 68, including champions and contenders. We're going to narrow this fucker down, all right? I need your help, though. What we got here? Chad, Canada.
Hey, Ness, you got me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm beautiful day up here today. I'm just driving to go watch my son. He's fighting in the Brampton Cup today, which is biggest and oldest vanity tournament that we have up here. When I say vanity, I just mean for anyone that doesn't get that, it's like there's no qualifying or anything that comes out of it. You get gold at Brampton Cup, it's like a bragging rights kind of thing. So he's got a gold medal fight today against the provincial champion. So I'm pretty excited for him. The timing of your show is perfect because I'm on the road. Beautiful day, the sun's out. I'm feeling good today, man. As far as the fight last night, though, I wanted to watch the main event, but I saw that it was in Vegas and just assumed it was going to be on, ridiculously late at night. Didn't realize they must have been catering to the UK fans, I guess, eh? Having it on so early? Was that the move?
You know it. It's Matchroom UK, baby.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that, so I did miss it, but I watched all the highlights and everything. All I'm going to say is about Ben, after that fight in Miami, he was at 154, and the guy he fought was like a giant compared to him, and tough as nails. And, Conor looked good that night. He was super accurate, throwing great combinations, and hitting Buddy like nonstop. He was super durable. There's no way he was going to get a knockout with this guy. But I thought he looked ready for whatever. And it's kind of disappointing that now he's forced to be in the United States and we couldn't get. Dobson did great. He represented himself great, and I hope he gets an opportunity from that. But let's be honest, man. That's not the fight we want to see for Ben. He's always talking about fighting in England, how he's in England. Now he's forced to be in the States. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see something. I don't care who. I don't even care who. I love the Haney fight. And shout out to Bill for showing up. The more and more I see from Bill Haney, the more I like him. So that was a great move. And I really like that fight for both those guys, for Ben and Haney. Of course, there's Ben in boots. Ben didn't look great last night, but after that Miami fight, I feel like he's ready. He's ready for whatever might come, whatever they can do for him. So let's hope that we get something before he is able to go back to the UK. And then shout out to Ammo Williams, man. What a KO. His opponent wasn't about too much, but damn, man, he knocked him across the ring. Anyway, thanks, Ness.
All right. Chad, appreciate you. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We got Kentrell Phoenix. He says, you going to open up the phone lines? Need to call in 911 on Khalil. He caught a body yesterday. Only took 2 rounds. I know. But I already DM'd you, champ. Twitter Spaces and Discord is what we rocking with today. We got Troll Beta, $100 from Sweden. Salute to you, champ. Appreciate the love. He says, the Zone are a bunch of... I bought the Day of Reckoning, and it said that I had to pay for the Zone until October, or I would lose credit score. Those mother effers got me. I got to read the contracts better. Champ, send me a screenshot because till then...
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Stop. Yo, he bought a pay-per-view in December and the fine print said you got to stay with us till next year, October? What the fuck? I don't believe you, bro. What? Matter of fact, you lucky I ain't find that soundbite. But I always forget I got to search. One more soundbite for him until he proves this wrong.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
Stop. Credit scores, 10-month contracts. What are we talking about here? High as fuck while raising. Okay, you changed the screen name? His wife must have gave him hell. It used to say while raising my kids. Yo, Underdogs was dope. I told you it was dope, man. I'm telling you, I should start a movie podcast too, bruh. Because I'm good at that shit. I'm good. I really love movies. I watch a lot of movies. And I'm a pretty decent critic. Not only that, I'm obviously can influence people to watch things that I give good reviews on. We got Majid. What up?
Yo, Ness, what up, man?
What up with you, man? Good morning.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. I guess I start off with shout out to Ammo. That shit was alright, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, he did what he had to do and that shit looked good doing it. That Conor Benn shit though, man, at 150, that the Dobson dude, that was like the slowest dude that we done seen at 147 and up. Like, that's the slowest nigga. I felt like Ben did his job, but that shit ain't gonna make nobody wanna download the Zone, you know what I'm saying, and pay for that shit. And then when it come to him matching up with people, it's like we had niggas like American that used to rep over there and shit, and he jumped in that gauntlet and fought motherfuckers. I ain't sold on this Conor Benn dude unless he try to do something like that, you know what I'm saying? I got Devin Haney beating the fuck out of him. Motherfucker, he don't want to go for nothing like them, no boots or nothing like that. We already know that. And they say he taking the WBC path and all that. I'm like, he just got to show us something, because yesterday, a horrible fight, like horrible. And no, they ain't gonna do it, Ness. That was the Zone UK. When they say the Zone USA, they gotta put some respect on those fights. Like, really get that motherfucking superstar. Like, this shit ain't it. This shit ain't it, Ness. That kind of bitch shit, that ain't it. That ain't the goods. But I guess until he fights somebody, like even try to be great like American attempted to, I ain't sold on this shit. He might as well go for an EBU title or something when they let him back home. But shit, man, that's all I got, yo. Shout out to you on this Sunday shit too. I'm out.
All right. I got Hawk, Maryland. You gotta unmute, Hawk.
Yo, what's up, Ness? TBV #1. How you doing this morning, bro?
Chilling.
Okay. My overall that card from Eddie Hearn, I really ain't like that card, but I thought it was a kind of weak card, but um, I like the Conor Benn. The dude he was fighting looked like he was in a whole other weight class. To be honest with you, he didn't look that good, but he was a lot bigger than Conor. So I thought Conor Benn did all right. I think he did all right. The dude really wasn't fighting him back, really, but he showed where he could have got at him. I thought it was pretty good showing for Conor, I ain't gonna say he's super impressed, but he got a good engine. He'll keep coming. So if I see Tank said something, I see a couple boxers said something. So if he willing to fight him, go ahead. I mean, I think the dude they had in front of him just was a lot bigger than him. And as far as that remark Devin Haney said about the needle, I don't know. I just think the dude was a lot bigger. But I did like how Bill Haney pulled up. It showed that and did a respectable move like he did. But the Turkey Al Sheik thing. So do you the Tyson Fury fight is back on for with the 18th?
Yeah, sometime in May.
Sometime in May, yeah.
They did a live press conference. Shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh too, because that's how you kill all speculations. This is what I'm saying. Like, PBC would be great if they had Eddie Hearn or Turkey Al-Sheikh that's willing to get in front of the cameras and calm the public. Like, look, this shit is still happening. Tyson ain't doing no fucking fuckery. Look at his eye. He's live with me. He's being fined $10 million. The fight is rescheduled. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should just be chill right now because we've never seen nothing like that. We never seen a motherfucker get fined $10 million, let alone the fight still be rescheduled.
No shit. I was surprised that the Sheik was just like sitting there. He was so involved with the whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? You really don't see that, though. So, yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's his money, man. His money. They always said money talks, man. So he got to speak up.
1000%. Yeah, he do make you feel comfortable about the fact that the fight's coming up. He did take away a lot of the edginess when you see the person that's really putting on the fight, telling you, look, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. These two fighters are gonna show up. He was being really, he was being forceful. He was letting them know that this is happening. So you right about that, Ness. I like the way Sheik is handling boxing, and I see he got a real love for the sport. So yeah, I do like that. And he said the Bivol fight is on. So yeah, he on top of his job. He really carrying it like this. It's real personal to him. So that's a great thing. But yeah, that's my call. I don't think Conor Benn did that bad. I think he did pretty good. The guy in front of him really wasn't trying to get at him. He was doing what he could do. But I think they needed a better partner in front of Conor Benn so we could see more. But other than that, I thought Conor Benn did all right. He ain't no slouch. He all right. They gotta market him and do him the right way. But it wasn't no bad fight for him. I thought the card was weak though. But anyway, yo, Ness, great job. TBB, you're number one, boss.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, as there seems to be a misconception. There's certainly more than enough people watching to reach the goal of 500. So hit that thumbs up if we want to open this thing up to everyone, not just members. Brandon, right? Who'd I go to here? Boxing for sleep. Or before sleep, excuse me. You got to unmute, champ.
Yep.
Oh,
what's it called? Son, I lost so much money on Conor Benn yesterday, 1 through 6, 1 through 2, all that. Because I went through the TCL shits. I went all the way back. I went to look for his fucking Russian fight. I watched everything. Son, it's the eggs. It's the eggs. I can't believe it's the eggs, bro. I can't believe it. I knew Khalil Cole was getting him out of there real fast. I watched the fucking Ozuna's fucking highlights, bro. Even in the comments, they were like, "Yo, he's fighting my Theos." Son, it was so bad, bro. This guy's in there having fun with bums all day long. I already knew Khalil Cole was gonna get him out of there and 1-2 for sure. Johnny Fisher, bro, I didn't pull the trigger on none of those two like I did on Conor Benn, and I don't know why. I'm never big on fucking UK fighters ever. I already knew Conor Benn wasn't it. He fucking sold me on the Rodolfo fight. Bro, I can't be more mad than I am right now. I had to call in because that Khalil Cole shit, everybody's saying it was like, oh, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. But bro, I watched literally one highlight video, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is easy. It was so padded, but padded is such an understatement for what Ozuna's fucking record was, bro. He was in there with guys that should never be in the ring for real. He's in there having fun, smiling, laughing with guys that are like fucking 40, 50 years old, fucking mad fat, bro. It's crazy, son. Nobody in shape. It was bad, bro. I just can't believe what I did. I just wanted to call in because everybody's seen that Ozuna was supposed to be a hard thing. But if anybody went back to go see fucking just his highlights, not even his full fights, you would have seen this guy was fucking 20-0. Ain't no way. But that's all though.
It was the
Shout out to
spawn
Boxing
for
Voice
me. I thought
already.
he would be more durable because of the people he's been in camp with, people he's been training alongside with. I expected more durability. I mean, my man, he was soft. He gave off the impression he was soft with the way that he fought. Like his body can't take a body shot. He literally went down from the right and never recovered truly because then the next two knockdowns came from
Yeah.
jabs.
Nah, for sure. And it's crazy because, bro, I'm talking to my girl right before the P.E.D. Dobson and the fucking the Ben fight, and I'm like, yo, that's the only thing that scares me is fucking Dobson's been in there sparring with Ron Ennis. Bro, I was telling my girl right before the fight started, I should have just threw something in there for the decision because I think it was like plus 400 or something like that for Conor Benn for decision. I should have threw it in there, but I'm just like, nah, he got him. Bro, it's that Conor Benn. Conor Benn was thrown over the top when he should have been throwing that uppercut, and because every single time he was thrown off the
He
top, like
telegraphed though. The right hand got it became so common. They got to teach him how to change up.
yeah,
We knew it was going to be an overhand right.
yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was just that every time Dobson felt three punches, Conor would let him just move out to the right. It's like, bro, cut that off. Don't let him get out through there and just throw that uppercut. If you throw that uppercut, boom, you know what I'm saying? Clipped him. He would have just went back up to the ropes. He would have never moved out to the side. He would have went back up to the ropes. He could have fired off two more, three more, and then got him hurt. But he just telegraph was an understatement. It was so bad, bro. I couldn't believe what I was watching yesterday. He didn't know what he was doing. But I shout out to Boxing Voice. I appreciate you for having me on. I just wanted to get that off real quick. But y'all the best out here for this boxing shit. I'ma holla at you. Like and subscribe.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your great take. Brandon, man, we not really rocking with you, man. You was wilding last time out. But if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We waiting for Contrell to connect on Discord. Certainly, now is the time to call in if you're going to call in. For today, we are only using Discord. Remember, I also want you to answer the question on the community page pertaining to the potential Crawford fights. Stonebone particularly wants you to give your take on that. I'm sure you have an interesting opinion. Kentrell, what up?
All right, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, I gotta call 911 because Khalil called a motherfucking body yesterday. Jesus Christ, in round two. Like, I knew the fight would be a mismatch because, like, I don't remember Mexican buddy name, but
Osuna.
he fight nobody. Osuna, you fight nobody. To be honest, I ain't gonna say he didn't fight nobody, but
Yeah, because I was,
the Tuesday.
I was just waiting to exhale. to tell you that
I'm just
Espinoza ain't
talking
fight
shit.
nobody either. Uh, he
Oh,
just don't fight good. He just can't fight. I should have done more tape watching than Instagram watching, because honestly, who he was training with in all his separate camps, that impressed me. I'm like, okay, this ain't no average Mexican. He's in a lot of different high level camps. Something had to rub off, but he ain't even get an opportunity to show that, bro. I mean, Khalil, he literally disconnected him with once he hit him with that body shot, it was over. He couldn't never get his head back.
yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not. I wasn't surprised.
Now I know you wasn't. You called it in the betting group. All of y'all did. All of y'all. That's why I didn't strong recommend it. I think he got a call though, but I didn't strong recommend this. I said, look at it, watch it, do your own research. Those are my clear words. But Cantrell, I think he got a call. But that's all right though. We got Troll Beta back with another $50. Sweden. He says, rest in peace to the guy who caused the cut. I'm sure. He said, I'm sure Turkey Al Sheikh made shish kebab out of him. He delayed his hospital visit for this fight. The man is sick and pissed. We never got any indication that Turkey Al Sheikh is some sort of mobster that has a temper and will chop up somebody just because they sparred Tyson Fury. But hey, love your imagination, man. You would make for a great, what is it, movie script writer possibly?
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Now we hear you had a phone call, right?
No, I didn't. I just locked my screen. I didn't know I was gonna do that. What was I saying? I think I was saying, oh, I love boxing, but I hate when they put on two great shows at the same time. So I'm watching Conor Benn fight, and then my other eye, I'm trying to watch Aziz fight Buwasti, which I didn't really get a good chance to like watch that. I'm like, yo, but hold on.
I think he done locked the screen again or got a call this time. No hardcores on this show. I guess that, Conor Benn didn't do it for him. I get it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I was saying one thing that I did like though, I do like boxing like during the afternoon on a Saturday versus like the night.
Word. Me
I
too.
feel like that was like it's so dope, man. You can like watch boxing, you go out to eat dinner with your families, it is much better than staying up to like 2 o'clock in the morning, then Sunday you gotta do what you gotta do. But what was I gonna tell you? It was a fight that I saw. I went to leave. I'll tell you about that. What do you think about the Conor Benn performance? Was you able to watch it all the way? Because I thought he did pretty
Yeah.
good, but
No, I thought
oh,
he
I know
did
what was asking.
good. I thought he did good. I mean, I agree with the scores. 119, 109, those were right to me.
I didn't agree with the score. 'Cause I felt like Peterson he had his moment, but he did good though. I'm very
Yeah,
proud of
he
him.
had his
You
moments,
did.
but did he win more than 3 rounds to you? More than 4 rounds? Because that's what the scores was. 9-3, 8-4.
No, I think the score was wider. I think they had him only winning a round. They had him winning a round from what I remember, but he did good, man. But have you ever
10-2.
played Fight
10-2,
Night
right?
Champion?
119 is 10-2, and 118 is uh 8-4, no?
Something like that, yeah. But question: have you ever played Fight Night Champions?
Fight Night Champion. Yeah, I mean, you talking about the PlayStation game?
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. What's his name? Remind me. Conor Ben remind me of Isaac Frost, man. He come in, throw all his punches as hard as he can, try to knock him out. He just went up a guy. He went up against a guy who got a chin, so that didn't work too good. And yeah, he look he kind of looked like him too. Now that I think about it. But yeah, man, that was a great night of boxing. I'm pleased. I just hope the next card can continue be like during the daytime. So that was lit. That was really lit. Or even the morning on Saturday morning, that'd be nice. Cause they started at 10 and Conor Benn didn't fight to 5 hours later. So hopefully they make that a thing like daytime fight card. But that's my call, man.
All right. So yeah, 119, 109 is actually 11-1, and 118, 110 is actually 10-2. I still ain't got no fucking problem with it, bro. Like, I didn't see Dobson win a bunch of rounds, bro. Like, I mean, did y'all give him 3 rounds? Let me know which ones. I'll go rewatch them, I guess. But yeah, the highlight of last night is Ben Whitaker. And that, I don't know who he was fighting. I didn't watch his fights, but his highlight is being talked about, and the UK, are calling him potentially the new Prince Nassim Hamed. Hopefully we don't get flagged for this. Let's see if we can do it again. So he does some showboating. He's very, seen that? He's very slick and does a lot. Referee's a bit of a, mad because he did a 360, but the guy looks decent. Everybody is excited about him. We'll see, man. I got to see him actually fight somebody. I have no clue who this guy is, but he's certainly doing the antics of a Prince Nassim. I mean, he kind of hammer hits the guy, but it's a soft love tap over the top of the head. He does the rope-a-dope without getting hit. A lot of shenanigans that you need to see that I don't want to continuously show because obviously it's copyrighted footage, but I'm being told he potentially hurt his hand with all the showboating. So, yeah. We got, let's see, who is next here? Alex, West Palm, what up?
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, yeah, good morning to all, man. Wow. UK took over Saturday yesterday, huh? Yo, like I'm so sick and tired of them running 2 shows at the same time. The Conor Benn fight had my attention, and that's because I had the fucking under 7.5, bro. Oh, that was pretty annoying because I put a lot of units on that. I watched tape. I saw Dobson when he throws that right hand, when he commits to it. He would lean over. He was always open for counters. I got to give Peter Dobson a lot of credit because he showed so much nerves. He seemed so nervous in the buildup, and even in the beginning, he tried to keep a tight guard. Ben was hitting him with some shit in the beginning, but remained composed and competitive but clear win for Ben. He got good work. Some of us are saying it was a sparring match, and he even mentioned it was close to a sparring match. He referenced it as being close to a sparring match. Yeah, I would say Conor Benn's stock is not high right now. Yes, he clearly won, but I think someone mentioned it. Peter Dobson wasn't a guy on much people's radar. It seemed like it was kind of clear when he was going to throw that right hand, and Conor Benn just seemed too comfortable just stepping straight back with his hands down and was getting clipped consistently through the fight. But you have to give Conor Benn credit. He comes to fight. He was getting hit, and he was still coming forward, throwing hard combinations. The steam seemed a little bit off, but he still was straight committing to everything. I wanted to see more adjustments, but Conor Benn is who he is. He's a dude that wants to throw hard shots and try to get you out of there. And I thought most of especially the casuals that are part of the boxing community, I thought they liked that. But I think because we're U.S. audience and he's UK, there's going to be a lot of criticism. What's next for him though? I'm not sure. He seems to be just stuck fighting out of the UK. You see that they made this fight, during UK prime time. That's his audience. That's who tunes in mostly. Those are the people that get behind him. I don't mind him fighting in the US. I think it's really good. Get more viewers. Try to create a fan base here, but he has to be matched properly. He needs someone to cooperate, but also is respectable. Devin Haney, that's a tall task from Devin Haney's probably about the same size. I think they said Conor Benn rehydrated to 170. We all fucking know about Devin Haney, being 165. Of course you would have to favor Haney right now. What were some other names that he mentioned? I forgot. I know he said Eubank, which is for no reason. Yeah, I really don't know what they're gonna do with him. He just seems kind of stuck in a weird place, and it's up to Eddie Hearn to try to figure it out. But I think Conor Benn is good for the sport. It's just he needs. We want to see better. We want to see another level. We want him. We want to see what he is and what he was before those drug test results came. That's a Conor Benn. I think that'll be best. Are we ever going to see that? We may never know. Yeah, Ben Whitaker, man. I'm up and down about the showboating, but my thing is he was showboating and still hitting that dude. That guy I think was like 13-10. So of course, if he's really this high level guy, like they're pushing him, he should be able to land that. But I think they should try to build Ben Whitaker here as well. I would love to see if Boxer can make a deal with someone to get him here in the U.S. Because I think the U.S. fan base would embrace that. We love that kind of stuff, and I always see a mixed bag when it comes to what Ben Whitaker does in the ring. I think it's a little excessive at times, but if you're still landing punches,
Lampley, Nassim had the privilege of having his fights called by guys like Roy Jones and Lampley with Merchant, to make Prince Nassim a staple in America. Plus, he had extravagant ring walks. He did the flip to get into the ring. Comparing him to Nassim is a bit of a stretch by the public, but he got to do that shit versus real opposition because that's when Nassim was doing that. I was a kid watching Nassim do that shit to Kevin Kelly and right. Other real fighters in his division, not just showboating.
Yeah, man. I'm just disappointed that I couldn't watch the Buatsi Aziz. Of course, I can run it back. But man, just when I would peek in, it seemed like a pretty decent fight, man. Shout out Buatsi. It's just I watched that 12th round, and it's just disappointing that dude Aziz was ready to go, and Buatsi literally stared at him and just kind of just settled for the decision. I hear people talk about their friends, they're really good friends, and it's just like, come on, man. Buatsi, it just seems like a guy that everyone sees is pretty good, definitely a top light heavyweight, but just never really gives that extra push to go ahead and break through. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with Buatsi either. I mean, he's been ranked high in the WBA forever, and now we have the undisputed fight. But people want to see him against Yard. I don't know how they're going to make that with stupid fucking road across the street bullshit. But if there's a push with the fans, I believe if we push hard enough, these fights will come together. It's a new age of boxing. Let's stop settling for stupid matchups or oh, well, this guy's with this guy. If we ask, I think we shall receive. Just keep their foot on their necks. Man, shout out to boxing. And on the Thursday night, man, appreciate the time.
Word. Teals in 4 days, man. We having a great year. It hasn't had the big bang fights of last year, but it is starting off hot, like with decent matchups, because that's what these are. These are decent matchups, nothing big. As C-Dub would say, we're gonna leave that to PBC to give us our pay-per-view big events, but boxing keeping us definitely like I misled you on a previous show by saying that February is a weak month. Like, in terms of big names, yeah, probably. But in terms of boxing, fuck, bro, there is a lot on the schedule this month. It's like every day there seems to be a fight in February. Like literally, man, it's crazy. Today is the 4th. You got ESPN in Vegas, Tio versus Jermaine Ortiz main event. Then you got a card in Sheffield that I won't even act like I know, but it's happening. And another one, and that's on February 9th in Sheffield. Newcastle on the zone. You got the February 10th fight. And yes, this is more the zone shit. I'm a hardcore. And for Wilder fans, there is a fighter on this card that sparred with Wilder that for whatever reason, I'm not seeing his name. Huh. Strange, but now I'm forced to screen share him because he is on the card. I guess it's like Stone Bone said. He might be on the card and he's not even on the fucking card. He's on the YouTube stream. But his name is Emmanuel Odiasi, I think. I met him as an amateur in a Wilder training camp many moons ago. Obviously, we remained in touch, and he, ironically, right? I met him this is funny. I meet this guy in a Wilder training camp, and he's a reoccurring Wilder sparring partner, but he's from the UK. Ironically enough, the man signs guess to who? 258 Management, which happens to be who? Yup, Anthony Joshua, which is what? A Wilder rival. Crazy. But this kid, and I know I'm going to sound weak right now because we just went through this with the Osuna kid, but this kid is different. I've actually seen him sparring. So that's obviously different, but he's also sparred everyone in the heavyweight division. And he's young. Let me first get his age out before I put y'all on. I've interviewed him plenty of time. We got plenty of footage on our YouTube channel. He does a great Tyson Fury impression in terms of footwork. You know, he's been in camp with Wilder for numerous different fights. He gives Wilder numerous different looks. Right now, he is, let's see here. The age didn't come up. Let me check his Wikipedia. Do you got a wiki? On Tapology, they got date of birth not available. Why the fuck does no one have his age? All right, well, I think he's young. We'll find that out. I do have him scheduled for an interview. We'll find that out whenever we find that out this week when we interview him. But this is him, so you can have a look at him. And as you can see, he's on the Next Gen card, February 10th. But this says 02, so damn, maybe that's what happened. I had to keep scrolling down on the schedule. They might have a card on DAZN in Newcastle and a card on DAZN in the 02. I don't know. But the point is, he's fighting, and this is who I will be tuned in for, whatever card he's fighting February 10th, because of the investment that I've had in him. But we're just going to give you a little quick look through his Instagram so you can see how many elite level fighters he's been in camp with. Now, here is many moons ago when I met him with Wilder, and you can see their size comparison. Now, this is a long time ago, so he's even getting bigger, right? So this is a long time ago, right? Now, since sparring Wilder, look, obviously AJ, and I don't know this young man next to him, but it says Peter whoever. All right, keep it moving. Here's more. Dillian White. Look at my boy, Skylar Lacey. No clue who this young man is or this other, guy over here. But, he's been in these very high-level camps. One more time. No clue who these guys are, but I'm sure my international listeners do, because this guy looks like he's from Germany. But he's been in there with Usyk. We'll get to that. Look, he's been with Fury and brought back with Fury and with Sugar Hill, obviously, in training camp. And again, look at his size, young man. He should be a world champ if he could pan out, right? We never know how a person's chin is going to be when they take those gloves off, and reduce the size in the gloves and take off the headgear. Here he is with Chisora, after getting some rounds in, and Gerald Washington, Chisora again. Just a lot. Here's some video with the body shots. Let's see.
Would you let yourself get punched up by me for free?
Good torque on that left hook. Good bend on the legs. Technique, you can see, is there. You feel me? We've had arguments with other heavyweights and lack of technique. You can see the technique is there. Plenty of videos putting in that strength and conditioning. He should pan out because he's had years of grooming before actually turning pro. Like, again, he was an amateur when I met him many moons ago. Homie's still an amateur. He's going to debut February. So the kids had that Carmel Moulton-like grooming with the pros, bro. International grooming in the amateur, in sparring is what I'm talking about. Because, look, his rounds with Usyk. Think about it, bro. If you had a kid and he was a heavyweight, do we give him credit or not? He sparred Wilder, AJ, White, Chisora, Usyk, Fury. Like, what the fuck? That is enough. Hopefully he pans out. You feel me? Yeah, man, shout out to him. That he is the only reason I will be watching that card.
Icing on the cake.
Okay, he got music on that. We won't be watching that, but we could watch it and not, play the music. Just to see the technique, right? To see, does he have some technique? Because as of now, we haven't seen him in an actual fight without headgear. Now, my super duper hardcores, you guys have seen him in the amateurs because he's got a decent amateur record. And I believe he's fought without headgear. So, you could check him out. This is AJ here with him. Look, those gotta be like 28s, those gloves. Look how big them fuckers is.
Yeah, you see that right there? It's manual, baby. Yeah.
See, and I know for a fact he didn't have nobody, which is crazy that, again, that's why I say ironically, because Wilder found this kid. They brought him in early, and he's getting his opportunity with DAZN and AJ, man. And, that's the lack of entrepreneurship from some of these guys, man, because, Wilder is very influential, and he could have been managing a lot of people at this point and gotten some careers because of his influence. And yes, I know that the fight was on Peacock. It's like I said, I'm not watching Whitaker, Buatsi, none of them dudes. Like, bro, first of all, Peacock ain't even strike a deal. Stop saying they got a deal. All it is the same exact Sky Sports stream being sent over. We ain't getting nothing. It's just the same stream. They ain't getting us no announcers, no commentator. It's the same stream. It's just like, bloop, just tune in. And that's cool too, but that ain't enough for me to buy Peacock. That ain't enough to upgrade from a free account to a paid account. It just ain't. It just ain't. Because there ain't nothing else on Peacock for me. For me. And I gotta put my foot down. I can't keep just buying services to support this sport when they're so fragmented. I get it. Boxer is with Sky Sports, which is a rival of DAZN, but that ain't my problem. That shit should have been on DAZN. It's just the bottom line. That shit should have been on DAZN. Like, it was a domestic UK fight. Like, bro, put that shit on DAZN, man. I'm not about to go buy Peacock for that. I already got DAZN. I already got ESPN. ESPN gives me TNT and whatever Frank Warner's doing. DAZN gives me whatever Matchroom is doing. Ben Whitaker, he gonna have to do better. He can't be giving Americans domestic level UK prospects and expect us to sign up for streaming services. Like, think about that. You guys criticize Al like, oh, he's giving me Keith Thurman, a two-time champ, coming off of 2 years off versus a number one champ. You know, but at least you know them. At least they're former champs and current champs. Bro, we talking about Buatsi, the king of sidestepping. Like, yo, yesterday wasn't just the card, it was the day of sidesteppers, bro. Shout out to the big stepper, Khalil Cole, the only one stepping forward, but the rest of these dudes was stepping to the side. Even Ben, I get it. I got to work my way back down. I was inactive. I was trying to fight at 60. I'm big. I'm coming back. That ain't my problem. You still fighting a dude coming off 2 years off. You understand? And you talking about prime names. You calling out only prime names. Buatsi, please. We've been wanting him to fight a domestic fight for 10 years almost. And he gives us this domestic fight. No, it was Anthony Yarde a long time ago. They never did that. You know, Yarde went on to have 2 title shots. 1 title shot and 1 unification shot. Shout out to Yarde. Because at least he took on the big challenges. So it couldn't have been him avoiding. So what am I doing paying for Peacock to watch Buatsi fight Dan Aziz, another prospect that was building up? He was building up. Meanwhile, we already watched Buatsi build up and Anthony Yarde build up. They were supposed to get it in. Now I'm supposed to somehow pay for 2 friends, 2 boys? Like, man, y'all tripping, bro. For real. The fact that a couple of y'all Americans is even caring about this Peacock shit is hilarious to me. Like, bro, boxing got to do better in 2024, man. Y'all ain't getting my dough like that easy no more. This shit is bananas. It's just bananas. I'm not about to sign up to Peacock so it can have dust. You know what I'm saying? Dust. That's what all dust. Because the only time I'm going to turn on Peacock is when I get these domestic fights that I ain't got time to watch. The fuck? I would have watched Buatsi Aziz if it was happening 5 years ago. But Buatsi's been fighting for like 5 years, man. Ain't nobody got time to still watch him fight prospects, man. Get out of here. He should have been stepped up. Like I said, Anthony Yarde done had a title shot and a unification shot in the time that Buatsi's been sidestepping. The whole lot of these dudes on these cards have been sidestepping, man. Drew, counter.
Yo. Yes. Where my man Tim Boski at defending this nonsense? You should have titled the show, Ness, the show of the sidesteppers, all the fucking matchroom dudes that ran from the smoke, like Buatsi and Bacoli. I don't want to see Bacoli fight anybody unless it's Jayo Pataya putting him to fucking bed. Buatsi over here ran from the
Bacoli? What Bacoli? Because the only Bacoli I know is a heavyweight.
Oh, he moved from cruiser?
Martin Bacoli?
No, I'm talking. Who's the other fucking dude that left Matchroom, the cruiserweight? I don't know why I said Bacoli.
Lawrence Okolie.
Okolie. There you go. See, I don't want to see Okolie. I don't want to see them dudes that left Matchroom running from the smoke. Didn't fucking Buatsi have a WBA Mando shot that he could have got with fucking Bivol? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nah, you know it. Bro, I have Virgil on the show, bro. They've openly on plenty of interviews have said they weren't ready. It's like whenever they ready, they gonna be ready. But ain't nobody paying till he get ready.
Exactly. No one's paying till you get ready, bro. And how long is it gonna take for you to get ready? Damn that shit. But where the hardcores at? I thought they was watching this shit. I ain't paying for that fucking Peacock shit. I'll criticize fucking Boxer and Ben Shalom the same way I do PBC, the same way I'll do every other outfit. Like, I don't need 75 different streaming apps, bro. But
That's what I
that
said,
shit
man.
was fucking
3 years ago, there
interest
was
rates are
this
still
wave.
high, bro. We got inflation, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not subsidizing your fucking budget that you're coming over in and losing money on fucking scheduling these fights. Nah, bro, give me what the fuck I want to see. None of that. I don't that European, that UK domestic level shit. If it's not like you said, like we've been saying, I need to see Anthony Yard and fucking Buatsi. Damn the bullshit. Damn to all that other fucking shit you throwing at me. Um, I don't know if anybody notices the with the Turkey Al Sheikh thing. You know what I did like? That's the first thing he said is like, damn the money. This is my reputation on the line. Saying these fights ain't gonna happen, saying Tyson Fury. That's the first thing he said. He led off with. Had him speaking his broken English, not even speaking Arabic. Like, it's not for play. Like you said, we need every outfit needs a front man out there, at least just taking the shrapnel from the media or the questions, the fans that are fucking upset with bullshit or just want some kind of answer. You asking for our money, so the least you could do is give us a someone to take the heat, right?
Word. I
You
love
know,
having
like,
someone
and
to
I'm
point to and ask questions to. I love it.
just to have some semblance of accountability. And I like how he knows the fans are upset, so he even said like, okay, we broke the news, we're getting. I love that he also had like, look, because the fans are upset, we're gonna have a special. We're gonna add another fucking fight to that May 18th card, another big fight. I'm gonna break the news that Bivol Betterbeev's official, and we're also doing the Queensberry Matchroom 5-on-5. So not only do you address the fans' concerns, you also have good news for them, as opposed to not having nobody to talk to the fans at all. Now I looked at flights and said, that's the Saudi card I'm tempted to go to. That's the Bivol versus Betterbeev. Because I know they're gonna do the Queensberry 5-on-5 with Matchroom, and that might be worth it. Tickets is like it's a long flight though, bro. It's like a 24-hour
Bro,
flight.
I have never searched those tickets, but I seen a dude on Twitter. I don't know if he lying, but when the Undisputed fight got canceled, he said I can't get my 12,000 back. I said, God damn, my boy was going over there
But
first class, and that's crazy.
no, that's a like a I looked at that's a like a Emirates upper class, not even first. But I saw a premium economy for like 1,800 yesterday, and business class for like 3, which is like, okay, that's not bad. But I gotta make. If I'm sure it's cheaper fucking flying. If you're in Florida, it'd be a lot cheaper flying over there from. I'm in California, so I'm sure it'll be half that. But not like we gonna see, man. We got some good fights coming up still. We got T.O. Jermaine this week, right?
Where Thursday.
Right. So Thursday, there we go. So not we gonna see what something's gonna shake. Something's gonna shake, but that's my call.
I got Mike Gross, the boss from Mike on Sports, texting me left and right talking about Peacock's only $4.99. Ness, stop complaining. A deal is a deal. Sent me the link of the title, of Peacock's deal, and it's like I'm saying, it's a deal, of course. Boxers getting their transmission that they're getting from Sky sent to Peacock, and we can watch it if we want to watch it. Okay, whip the fucking do. Um, it ain't good enough. Again, it just ain't good enough. It's a shit deal, bro. Uh, I don't know why people think it's cool to be on these platforms that don't have the sport. Like, why is it cool to be the first on Peacock rather being, striking a deal with ESPN that already has an existing boxing audience, or the Zone, or something else, man, that already has the audience, bro. I'm not understanding all these new deals. Like, I was trying to say that earlier during the last call. Like, 3 years ago, the wave was cut the cord, bro. I feel like I'm still paying $240, $50 a month with internet and all the goddamn apps and services you got to pay for. Like, what cord did we cut? We ain't cut shit. We added more shit. Every month is another $5.99 or $6.99, and then the fuckers go up. YouTube Red like $20 right now. The Zone $25 a month. ESPN went from $5.99 to like $7.99. You better off getting the fucking Hulu bundle. You know what I mean? Now my man to my, yo, it's only $5.99. Yeah, only $5.99 to exclusively watch Boxer that is a bunch of fucking UK dudes. Like, chill, B. When they do another Clarissa Shields card, then I'll sign up for $5.99 for that month. But I'm not just about to get $5.99 reoccurring for what? For what? For Frazier Clark, Fabio Wardley? That's horrible matchmaking. That's stupidity. That's showing the Boxer got a bunch of money and don't have fighters, so they throwing whatever they got at the fighters they got. And that's how they got Fabio Wardley to say yeah to that shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That ain't good matchmaking. Fuck is my boy Wardley going backwards for? Because Ben Shalom throwing him the bag? Please, bro. Leo, H-Town, what up?
What up, Nets? What up? Yeah, I agree with you, Nets, with the streaming service. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Hey, man, you know what I love about Turkey? He told Tank, all I got is 2 gloves for you, punk. If you're going to fight, you're going to fight. You ain't strong enough arming nobody with your broke ass. Man, what's up, man? So what we going when we start this teal conversation, Ness?
Maybe like Tuesday, I guess. We gotta give the weekend the weekend. You know, normally we do like Sunday is the recap show of the weekend fights. Then Monday we normally do like what's next for the big winner. Like we did what's next for Jaime. So, you know, Monday got to be like what's next for Conor. What does the public want to see Conor in next? I mean, we could cut him out and go straight to Tio, but I feel like there ain't going to be a lot of people willing to talk about Tio for 4 straight days because, you know, he's fighting Jermaine Ortiz. It's not like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, this what I don't get. Like, people shitted on Devin versus Regis, but you feel me? I mean, what is Tio doing?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, what do you think about Conor, the loss of power, bro? Because to me, he looked very soft.
I don't think he lost power. Come on. Did you hear my monologue or you just jumped in?
Nah, I just jumped in right now.
I'll repeat myself because I get it. Not everybody can listen to 3 hours, but my brother, how did he lose power? They literally weighed him. He was 170. Did you see the size difference between him and Ben? Ben was a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me.
For real.
Dobson was a fucking monster. If they're telling me that Conor Benn was bigger than a light heavyweight, because when he weighed himself, it was the morning, he was 170. You know when he got in the ring at Fight Night, he was a little bit more than that. Let's just round him up 5 more pounds.
180. I was at about 180, about 10 pounds. You could put on 10 pounds of water overnight.
Okay, so what the fuck was Dobson? Because Dobson's arms was bigger, his biceps was bigger, his shoulders was bigger, his traps was bigger, his waist was bigger, his chest was bigger. Bro, you can't, like, if Conor walked into the ring of light heavyweight, what was Dobson? It ain't his power. Yeah. It ain't no P.E.Ds. Dudes is just, again, they don't watch this sport. How, bro? Like, did you not see Conor's reaction when Dobson landed the right hand?
Yeah, Ness. But see, what I've seen with Conor is I don't like his technique, man. I've seen him on the heavy bag.
So it's more technique than it is lack of power.
Yeah.
Bro,
that's what I was about to say.
First of all, he's telegraphing the right hand. After 2 rounds, any corner man could tell Dobson, bro, yo, he all he wants is the right hand. And did Dobson adjust? No. He got hit with the right hand all night. He got hit with the right hand all night. The thing is, Conor
he should have dropped him.
Conor didn't switch up variations of the right. You see, Khalil Cole got the knockout with the right hand, looping it to the body. Right? Dropping a little bit and looping it to the... Conor only overhand right Maidana style. Overhand right Maidana style. Never overhand right, straight right, like a straight right. Overhand only. Over the
Yeah,
top only.
he never disguised it or nothing. It just came,
Straight
predictable.
telegraph all night, all
Yeah,
night.
but like I was saying, as I seen this video of him on the heavy bag, man, he's knock kneed. He's wide punches. I mean, I don't know, man. I still he ain't ready for Devin, man. Devin eat his ass alive right now. Just jab him to death. I don't think he'll ever land a heavy punch on Devin. I don't see it, man. It's a good fight for Devin to,
Nah,
get more names on.
eventually he'll land on Devin, bro. He is explosive as hell. He's got a good jab. The thing is, he's all one speed. He's not ready for Devin because he don't got the levels. You can't just be power,
He don't
power,
got the
power,
footwork
power.
either. Yeah. Anyway, that's my call on this, man. Hopefully we start talking about more.
But wait, you the Mexican, so you like the Barrios fight? He's trying to angle for Barrios too.
I want Mario Barrios, period, man, because he looked great in his last fight. So hey, if you're willing to sacrifice, hey, let's do it, Barrios. I'm good with it. We're seeing Tio versus Ortiz. How are we gonna compare about Barrios versus Conor, Barrios versus Haney?
Word. All right, brother. Well, appreciate you calling in. Obviously,
Big dog.
you got it. We going out to a super chat I left behind. My bad. $2 Canadian. Tank want Ben, but Haney too big. Yeah, I think the Tank is just very intelligent and doesn't get credit for that intelligence, at least when it comes to trolling. He's a troller. Come on. He know that we gonna flip and be like, oh, how you want to fight Conor, a welterweight? He weighed 170, but for Devin, you want a rehydration catch weight. Your fans want Devin to come back to 35, and he weighed 170. Like, bruh, he just keeping his name alive without fighting, bruh. He know what he doing. He know what he doing, man. I'm at the point I'm tired of reporting on Tank tweets, man. I mean, I am, bro. I'm tired of reporting on Tank tweets. So what? He had a back and forth with the Sheik, with Turkey. You know what I mean? So what? He sent them his Ferrari picture, like, oh, I don't need you. I guess that was him posting his Ferrari and his Phantom, or I don't know about those expensive cars. Whatever he had behind the Ferrari, I guess him posting that is his way of telling Turkey, I don't need you. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in Tank's tax bracket. He's a millionaire, well over, and doesn't have to ever fight again if he manages his money correctly, So, he has the right to feel the way that he feels and say what he wants, Yes, there's going to be people to call in and be like, oh, well, he ain't got money compared to Turkey and all. Bro, they ain't got like, that shit don't even matter. You understand? That shit don't even matter. Nobody got to have as much money as him. He got enough money to chill. And that's what he's saying via his tweets. Like, I don't need you. I never needed you. You know what I mean? So you can send me 2 gloves and not, take my Ferrari requests serious, because I ain't never take you serious, and I needed 2 Ferraris to take you serious. So, yeah, man. It's Tank, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait for them to announce a fight. And I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, some of the shit he tweet we gonna report on, but I mean, it's just getting tiresome, bro. It really is getting tiresome to be like, oh, Tank tweeted this. Did you see what he tweeted here? He said he would fight this one. You said he would, bruh, man. I mean, he ain't even fought since April 20th. It's about to be a year in 2 months. Is it 20th? Was it 20 or April? April something, right? That's when that fight happened. Borough City E, what up? Lines are open if you want to call in. Discord and Twitter Spaces are your ways of voicing your opinion today. In the meantime, we got John Horn, $2. Emmanuel Odiasi from Germany, and had a fight already. Not on his box rack play, boy. Not on that box rack. So I don't know what happened in Germany, but it ain't on box rack just yet. He debuting, but I'll double check in case I did not notice. Oh, you're right. I didn't notice. It is there. So it's a second fight. He already got a second round knockout. He fought a year ago. But that's probably why, because it was in Germany and he wasn't signed to who he's signed to now. It says the promoter was Alex Plas. So, yeah. Now he's with AJ. Hopefully, Matchroom keeps him moving, and it's a good place. They got a lot of heavyweights and connections over there. Barrow City E, trying you again.
Yeah, you gotta disconnect and reconnect when you've been waiting for a while. But what's goody?
What up? What up?
Man, I'm gonna be 100, my boy, man. Like, it ain't, I know people coming down, like, a lot of motherfuckers coming down a little too hard on Ben. Like, I came down on him myself, but I wasn't this rough. I was just saying, like, you just didn't see that next leap you thought you was gonna get out of him, man. Like, you know what I mean? They're looking for different shots. It's all kind of all the same with him, man. He come up and he gonna throw that hard jab a few times. Like, I even made that point about he only throw one type of jab in the back call last night when we was watching the fight. Like, man, he gotta learn how to, jab in different places and put a motherfucker head where you want it to be and then throw the real shot. You know what I mean? There was times when he had him on the rope, and I'm like, Conor, man, you winging shots, you catching nothing but elbow, arm, and shoulder. Go ahead, switch the angle up like mobility and throw some uppercuts in that motherfucker. Try to open his ass up. You know what I mean? It was just all like just look like repeatedly, just looking for the same shot, same shot, same shot. And to his credit, I would too, maybe if Pete Dobson go keep letting me hit him with the same shit over and over again. So you know what I mean? I can't really fault them at it, but you know what I mean? I just wasn't too impressed by it. And the first thing came to my mind last night, these niggas will tell you in the back call. First thing I said, Devin will go. I said, you give Devin a fight to get used to the weight. Devin will go up right now to 150 something and beat Ben. That was the first thing I said. That was literally the first thing I said. Like, I'm gonna be 100. You got to keep that man away from. I mean, we want to see the fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna watch it, but you got to keep him away from somebody like Boots right now. He don't need none of that in his life. He need I wouldn't be mad at a Giovanni Santillan fight. Like you said, him and Villa be a war. I wouldn't mind him and Barrios fighting. You know what I mean? Get him some way up in there, man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I ain't gonna say he just flat out need more development, but maybe he didn't get up for Pete. I had a feeling he wasn't able to stop Pete because Pete did look terrible. He did look terrible. I kind of liked the way Pete was fighting. I just didn't like he wasn't letting his hands go. Like, he blocked 2 or 3 shots, be in prime position to counter, and wouldn't do shit. And you just be scratching your head like, well, what's the fucking game plan? But with the Buatsi fight, I was like, yeah, it was a better fight aesthetically to watch, but the win itself, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't been too impressed. So I think Bivol might still, I think Bivol beats Buatsi. I think Rhino might, I think Better Be beat Buatsi. Buatsi might need the next fight for him, it's either Yard or some type of real contender. I don't want to see nothing else with him, man. It's been too long. It's been time for him to take a true step up fight, not all these side steps. I want to see him and Yard go at it. Then I want to see him fight whoever win out of Bivol and Better Be. But yeah, man, that's my call, man. I wasn't too impressed, but I ain't as down on him as everybody else did. I just want to see some growth in this game.
Alright, champ. Alright. Again, because I ain't with doing the whole show on the Tank tweet, this is the latest update. I guess Tank is beefing with um Connor as we speak. Yeah, they literally going at it right now. This is the latest Connor tweet at 11:55, and it pretty much has the gist of everything going down, right? So a lot of back and forth between Tank and Connor, and ultimately Connor says, "Listen, Eddie, drop the little munchkin a DM. Enough with the talking." So allegedly, and I say allegedly because even though it's Tank tweeting, we don't know if he really means what he's saying. So he puts the painting his nails emoji and then says, "I'll be waiting." And he even ats Eddie. Now, this is the guy that normally is publicly screen sharing Eddie's DMs and telling Eddie to stay out of his DMs and saying how he doesn't want to do business with Eddie. Now he's saying that for Connor, he's willing to accept a DM from Eddie. So Connor quote tweets that tweet and says, "Like I said, I'm small, but this little shit can't even get on a roller coaster at Disneyland." Oh shit, Connor, you funny as hell. But honestly, I might pick Tank over Connor. I ain't gonna front. That might be but I don't know. I mean, 170, Tank is crazy. See, this is what I'm saying. You crying, let me keep moving and read it, right? So he says, after the Disneyland, he says, "Me and you next, 100. And, oh my God, I'll meet you in the center of the ring and we'll see who's left standing because I'll knock your head off and send it back to Oz." Hashtag Munchkin. So I'm sure there's going to be a reply from Tank, but this is the most important tweet because I actually go back one. Shout out to my peoples that always keep me updated because these things get deleted. So shout out to people that take these screenshots and we're able to do this. So here you see Connor says, "Don't be all talk either, you little shrimp. At Eddie Hearn, drop the munchkin a DM and get this fight made next," in caps. "I'm sure he'll screenshot the conversation anyway." So we'll see who's full of. And obviously, it's a quote tweet, so you would have to, press on the actual tweet to get the full conversation. But the gist is to show you that Tank puts the painting nails emoji and says, "I'll be waiting, Eddie." So I don't even know that Eddie is gonna take Tank serious. Like when he gets a phone call from Kyle, he's like, "Hey mate, I mean this guy's trolling. Like how many times have we tried to offer this guy fights? I mean we tried to offer him the Tevin fight, he didn't want that. We tried the Devin fight, he didn't want that. Like how many fights we gotta offer him? Like and I'm missing. I'm sure there's more that they've wanted for Tank, but like." Shout out to Eddie and God bless his soul if he entertains this, man. Timboski, you crawled out under the rock, eh? People was calling you out, bro. They was calling you out.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yeah,
Yo.
we hear you, bruv.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, what's up, Ness, man? What going on? What you saying, blood? What? You people, what's up, community, man? Salute to the real fans. What, you thought I wasn't gonna come and show my face here? Of course I was, man. I told you I'm a real fan. I'm a real fan. I'm not you fake ass fraudulent fans that don't support their fighters and you guys throw your fighters underneath the rock. I don't do that. I don't do that. Yes, it was a lethargic performance from Conor Benn, but like I said, we stay busy. We're staying active. You get me? Like Treese from Ohio says, "Let me build my fighter, man. Let me build my fighter." You get me? That's what's happening right now. We're building back up. We've been inactive. We want to fight the best. You know what I'm saying? You know what Conor Benn makes up for us? He doesn't have all this, maybe the technical skills, the nice foundation, you get me? The sound fundamentals, you know what I'm saying to you? But he backs all that up with veracity. He backs all that up with fucking a mean demeanor, ferocious, It doesn't matter. He's trying to take your head off, man. We trying to give you great fights. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we might take a couple L's down the road. That's fine. That's fine, but we're gonna be in big fights. We're not like your boy Abdul Wahid that ain't doing shit, ain't fighting nobody. Okay, Ness. Peter Dobson, I give him credit. Like I said, people want to call in and talk all this shit about Conor Benn. Okay, but how can I debate with these guys that don't even watch real boxing? They don't even know who Peter Dobson has fought. They've never seen him fight. They've never seen none of these guys fight. They haven't seen Chukwudazian, who fought Boots looked like shit. He looked like fucking shit. But he backed up that shit performance from knocking out Villa. Okay, cool. They don't even know who Villa fought. All they can tell me is Rashidi Ellis. Okay, cool. I've been watching boxing. You don't know who Roman Villa fought. You don't know who Chukwudazian fought. You don't know who Peter Dobson fought, but you want to call these guys cans and all this other shit. It don't make sense what you're talking about. I told you Peter Dobson was a sturdy, calm opponent. He's not a can. He's not a can. It's bullshit. Because when he was having his interview on the show, none of you wanted to message in and say to him that he was a can. He's a solid opponent. He looked decent for me. Like you said, Ness, he didn't really make too many adjustments in that fight. Conor Benn was looking for the big right hand all night, which he was connecting at all times. You understand what I'm saying? So it's cool. We've got work to do. We go back to the drawing board. We're looking for the biggest and best fights. We want and Borough CE. We're not putting our fighters in protective custody. We want Boots Ennis. We want the big fights. We want Stanionis, Devin Haney, whoever, Barrios. We'll take those fights. It doesn't matter. Don't you understand? Come on, man. I'm a real boxing fan. And salute. If you want a piece of me, you know where I am. Hey, I'm on Border Wars. I'm on that. I'll travel out. Give me big Gucci Nick. I'll punch out his two eyes. Hey, salute, man. And if you want to keep ripping Conor Benn, you know where I'm at.
All right, bro. Salute. Yeah. So I'm gonna show these screenshots because obviously we talked about Earl and we showed one of the screenshots, but this is where it originated from, right? So Kevin Cunningham, trainer of Erickson Lubin and Adrian Broner and a few others, says no one is watching boxing at 3 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Hands on face emoji, and that's a lie. That's a lie. I love boxing at 3 p.m. But I get what he's saying. Like from a stance of a big fight, ain't nobody getting dressed with a lady to go to an arena at 3 p.m. Like I get it. Like from a night event standpoint, that wasn't it. But Earl says who fought, and then says exactly. You know what I'm saying? But there's a few other ones we gotta show you, right? Conor comes back and says, "Fight me next, and I'll close the other eye, you wanker." When Earl said that, right? A few more things here. We got Devin, remember? He says, answering someone's tweet, he says, "Where's Ben's power go?" He said, "Left that shit in the needle," right? So then Conor responds back to him, "How was Pillow Fist talking about power? Who the fuck have you knocked out recently? Come feel my power then." Let's see. So we got a few more here because he's hot on these streets. This is how it started with Tank right here. Tank Davis quote tweeting Conor, and I don't know what the hell no funny means, but maybe he meant not funny. I don't know, but he says no funny. The way you looked last night, give me 3 weeks and a weekend in Turks and Caicos and your ass is grass. You hear me? So then a fan says this, like, "Dang, I didn't want to believe it, but dude really be looking for easy fights." Laugh out loud. Talking about Tank because he trying to pick on allegedly someone that isn't an easy fight, but I get it. I told y'all before this conversation, like, nobody fights nobody they don't think they could beat. And I don't mean that from a ducking standpoint. I mean that from a competitive standpoint. Like, Tank seen what he seen last night, and he like, bro, I could beat that dude. It ain't that he looking for an easy fight. It's a competitive thing. So Tank tries to explain that. He says, laugh out loud. Main point y'all miss. The way he looked. And then he goes on to diss the fan and say, hop off the dick eating bandwagon. So there's more. So Tank says, he answers him. He says, sure, why not? Where would you like your ass whooping at, bruv? And he's talking to Conor when Conor says, oh, here's the woman beating Munchkin from Oz. Let's do it next, right? And, again, this is more Tank agreeing to fight Conor next. And then he questions this. Now, this is where it gets funny, right? Because this is where you can clearly see that he is trolling. I don't know if he's ultimately trolling about the whole situation, but he's a troll. And that's why it's pretty tough to report on these things, because it's like, yo, you trolling. Like, who's better, him or Regis? So a dude that never won a world title, now we really about to have the brainwashed Tank fans saying Conor is better because Tank is willing to fight him? I don't even understand. But look, that's the power of being popular, bruvs. Nike Hendricks, what up? Nike, you gotta unmute.
Shouts out to the boxing voice, man. Shouts out to Ness, Danny, whole squad. You know, here they go. Coming with the hate to the Haneys. Conor Benn, good performance. People say, hey, he left himself open for that one with the no power shit. He with no knockout, and they say there's no P.E.Ds involved. Everybody was gonna come for that one. That's like he should have known. He should have just been prepared for that. But I mean, I got Haney beat him anyway. Shit, I'm with Haney. If Haney lose, oh well. At least he going up to fight somebody who fucking is worthy of fighting up there. I would say that. It ain't like he going around picking bums. I mean, if y'all call Conor a bum, that's crazy, even though he got his ass busted for the P.E.D. It'd be crazy to call him a bum now. Like, damn. And shit, he going to, if he do fight him, it's in the hot division. It's in the division that's hot, 147. But shit, man. And then with this Ryan thing, bro, people talking. I done heard a couple people talking about, oh, Devin really not the A side and this and that. Oh, Devin telling Ryan to send a better offer, but how he did Shakur, and then how he said Tank ain't send the offer, but he saying this. First of all, Haney was undisputed with Shakur. Gave Shakur a shot to get all the titles. He didn't want it. And then with Ryan, this is what? This, because he's not going to fight Haney. So this going to be his third time backing out. I already know he ain't going to fight Haney. So it's going to be his third time backing out. And then what? Then what y'all going to be like, oh, give Ryan a chance. People still going to give him a chance. But it's crazy how y'all always give Ryan a chance, but y'all write off Spence after his ass whooping. Ain't that craziness? But Spence did a lot of
I
work in this
mean,
game.
my bruv, Spence got a way worse Ryan took the way
I
out
mean, yeah,
of getting
Spence
that
got
ass
an ass
whooping.
whooping.
And don't forget,
Spence got an ass whooping.
you gotta factor in everything else that comes with Spence, like the
I know
alcohol, the
the car wreck
accidents, the
and all
eye
that.
surgery,
Yeah, I
the
understand.
tough sparring. Like it was rumors of him sparring heavyweights, and I got to see that. Like, come on, bro. Like my man,
Yeah, I understand that, but still though, it's like y'all write him off for losing to
I
Crawford.
mean,
I mean,
bro, he's
that's his
also like
first
10
loss.
years older than fucking Ryan, bro. How old is Ryan and how old is
That's
Spence?
his first loss. Ryan ass is like he's 10 years older than Ryan. Ryan still ain't doing shit. What Ryan doing besides
Hey,
just
man, you sound like you
telling
got an
people
issue with
shit?
Ryan, man.
He just yeah, I do. I do.
Don't go over the cliff with your issue with Ryan, because if he do get the Haney fight, I'm sure you're gonna be changing your tune.
No, I'm not. I'm be like, stop faking it, man. Haney, I really don't. I mean, I don't want Haney to fight him. I know he's gonna back out, but fuck Ryan right now. Ryan ain't part of that legacy, man. Ryan is just people always, yeah, he's a part of this. He gonna get Haney the fans that he need, this, that, and the third. But it's like, man, I'm just Ryan.
I don't know who said that shit. I don't believe in that. You gonna get the fans you need shit.
That's what a lot of people say, man. That's why they say he need to fight Ryan.
Where Bivol
That's
fan base at? He beat Canelo. What the fuck?
the only reason,
Man,
man.
it's hella
That's my,
motherfuckers that ain't bubbled. You know, shout out to Andy Ruiz, one of the only motherfuckers that actually bubbled from a win and a loss. Like, very few people um, are able to take the fan base. That's just a myth, man. I'm not seeing that, oh, because you beat so and so, you took his fan base. Uh, I mean, not as of recent. King Counterpunch, Kerry G. Not as of recent, man. Maybe back when Mayweather beat Oscar, but not anymore. I just don't feel that way.
Hello.
What up?
Hey, did you see that Ashton Silk fight on Friday?
Of course.
Dude, man, like that kid had me for us being like, I was just like, damn, this kid's just too nice. Like, it seemed like he had some good competition in there with him as well, but it's just he's like paw, like the way he uses that like paw and jab being, and it's like he lulls them into a spell, like they start going to sleep or something, and then he just explosive with it, pops them in the face. Like it was really cool to watch that kid. I hope they keep developing him and don't like force him into some kid Schofield fight too quickly, because I just think that I think like he's not too far away from him.
Whoa. His promoter was out here
Right.
using Schofield's name a fight ago. I'm actually mad they didn't even try to make that. Like, he's the
Well,
one,
at first,
like, no one asked for that, and he's the one that came out like, oh, I'm trying to make Ashton Shield and Schofield. Then they give us this Brazilian, and cool, he was durable. He took Ashton rounds, but, like, yo, we got to
yeah, he
stop the
gave him some
clout
adversity
chasing.
in the seventh and the eighth.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
we
mean, yeah,
clout
ain't
chasing.
that all boxing is?
Nah, that ain't what boxing is. That's what it's becoming because of these fucking phonies. Like, don't
That's,
use
I mean, well, I guess
Schofield's name if
younger
you ain't really
generation.
gonna send him an offer.
Because that Schofield dude is like I feel like the kid looks like he has like he's probably like slicker than Schofield. I just think Schofield's just fucking tough. Like that dude just I don't know. He just seems just like tough, and I feel like he'd probably in the explosiveness category, speed and power, he'd be looking across the ring at himself at a guy who just has more experience than him. So, like, I thought that was the wrong clout chase to chase when they called that out. Because I was like, I could see him being ready for that in maybe like 2 or 3 fights. But like, I like how he baits people in up close, man. They be thinking that like they're in range, and he's slick with it, bro. He can pull that guard down, change the levels. He was hitting on crazy angles. And mixing up the power, like they'd be like, "Oh, here's these little pity pat shots from H2O," and then all of a sudden you just hear it through the mic, sound like a huge, huge shot. So it was cool. I want to see more of him, and hopefully he doesn't keep clout chasing. Actually, goes to capture those names on his resume instead of that. But I mean, I'm sure it'll happen. Like I said, he's got money behind him, and like Jake Paul and everything, so he should be good. Snoop Dogg is giving him clout too, so he's got his own version of Mike Tyson clout for like Benavidez. So I think he's gonna be just fine. But hopefully it don't take too long with developing him on that. And I was laughing when I saw your the title saying no P.E.Ds, no power. I think just Conor Benn needs to work on punch selection.
Well, again, that's Earl and Devin saying that, and I screen shared their tweets. One is saying exactly, the other one is saying his power stood in the needle.
Exactly. That's just cold. They ain't gotta do that to him. But like, I mean, I just think like because like the Nike Hendricks dude said before, like he just or the dude before him, he just kept going for like straight right hand hook, like straight right hand hook. Maybe had it looping a little bit. As like where's the uppercuts? Where's the setups for things? Like I think he could have got Dobson out of there if he would have set it up. I feel like he blew his load like the first like 4 or 5 rounds, like he did in the last fight, going for his same bread and butter. It's like if you mixed it up more. You probably, I mean, he tried to stay going to the body a little bit, but it's like, he sacrificed that so quickly. So It's like I think it's just his selection on that deal because when he was going for it, it was landing. But I was surprised how tough Dobson was because like when it started, I was like, oh, dude, you gonna talk all that crap on the show and then start out like this, bro. Well, that's bad. But I mean, he stayed in there, so I gotta give him that credit. But I don't know, maybe he might without the performance enhancing drugs, maybe he might be too small and not dense enough for these higher weight classes like that. I don't think because them punches sound heavy as hell, and the way Dobson reacted, it was like I'm trying to survive for my life. So I don't really actually believe that, but he could have just that that gas tank issue, just because he gets like I feel like when he sees someone hurt, he tries to get them out of there and just like loses composure with it. The next round, all of a sudden you see him gassed, and you're like, he don't know what to do with that. But I think there was like really cool matchups. I know you're saying like there's a lot of sidesteps on some of these cards, but I was like, at least they sidestep to people who seem to be on the same level as them, or at least maybe a little bit below. No, except that Ammo Williams, I thought like that would have been a more competitive fight, which like I think maybe the first 3 or 4 rounds was. But I was just glad that he looked much better than Steve Rolls. Must be something. I remember you talked a lot about
Yeah,
him.
bro. Steve Rose, like, he fought better opposition. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is matchmaking and promoting 101. You didn't look as great as we wanted you to look with Steve Rose. We're gonna brainwash the public by putting you in there with
Give you
Mbamba so that you could look good again. But like, who the fuck is Mbamba? Bro,
Hey man, he gotta get his shine
and
too.
I
He's coming
watch
out of Germany.
boxing. I watch boxing. I never seen Playboy. Like, he got his shot with ammo. That's all we need to know. Plus, he's 28. Like, you ain't got no name on your resume at 28.
Yeah, it was a little suspect on that one, but I will say Ammo did look better than so obviously, we gotta see the truth in it. Like, does he look better with now better opposition?
Bro,
But it's like it's good
sidestep,
to see
man.
people work on
Sidestep,
stuff. Yeah.
bro. Like, they put him in way better
Well, I mean,
fights so many fights ago. I have no clue. I mean, I do remember he went through some mental stuff, so I gotta at least understand that. But they still, I mean, you say tomato, I say tomato. It's all a sidestep.
well, like I know it's the sides. I'm saying that like when you see like a flaw that you like the fighter needs to improve on, would you rather them take on that challenge of improving it against
No, for
higher
sure.
competition, or
For sure, for
because
sure.
it's
But
like
if you're gonna
Ammo?
work on things, this is what I'm saying. This is where boxing gets it wrong. Like, if you're gonna work on things, work on that shit on the YouTube stream. Get at that
True.
that co-main event slot means so much more than just being the co-main. It means more purse. It means more rounds. So like,
Don't
bruh, you
sidestep and sell me
you
gold.
you working on something? Go work on that shit on a YouTube stream. We gonna still watch you before the bell, whatever. I know. I mean, Matchroom. I say before the bell because that's the name of their YouTube stream series, before the bell. So I watch you there. I ain't got no problem. But like, you don't. And I'm not trying to come down on him. This is a general statement to anyone still
Yeah. Right.
working. You don't deserve co-main. That slot is reserved for higher pay fighters. It means there's a bigger budget for the co-main, so we're supposed to get a better fight. So what are we saying? That Conor got paid so much that there was no one for Ammo to fight? And we had to get Mbamba? And I know I'm fucking up his name, but look, it is what it is, bruv.
I mean, it's a hard name, bro. It's got like friggin' punctuation and shit in it. So like, it's gonna be difficult. But I get what you say. Like, don't piss and so say it's like rain, basically. Especially if you're trying to like develop people, because that's the whole deal. Like, they were wanting Ashton Silva to develop his head game, head movement, and all that stuff. And he did definitely, like, he kept that thing off the line. But there's just like, well, the opponent you choose to do that, either don't co-main it, do it later, don't clout chase like larger names. I get the deal. I just feel like, there's going to be at least 2 out of 5 things about every fight card that's going to like leave a sour taste in boxing fans' mouth. So it's like, I'm just, I guess, prepared to add those checks. And one of those things always tends to be sidesteps when you don't want them.
No, I get it, but like, it just starts to show a pattern. And I hate to single out Matchroom, but like, I mean,
I like things of that.
Berlanga fought Jesse Brinkley, and now he's fighting McCrory.
McCrory.
Ben fought Orozco, and now he's fighting Dobson off a 2-year layoff. You feel me? Like, we never got the Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? We got AJ and Valine. Now we getting AJ and Ngannou. I mean, it's just a lot of they are really good at juking. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see motherfuckers collide.
You say Eddie Hearn's the talker. You say he's the talker, man. So it's just like when you can't convince him, confuse him.
Exactly.
All right, that's all I had for this weekend. So I said, like, no one else really particularly inspired me too much. If they did, I guess it wasn't that memorable of an opponent, hence sidesteps.
I mean, I wish. I mean, the kid Ben Whitaker. Again, I didn't watch his entire fight. I watched his highlights. That made it on my feed. So now he's got my attention. I might watch his next fight.
And both of you been mentioning that name a lot.
Yeah,
so I guess I might check it out.
But it really depends who you find, because if I Google the dude that he fought yesterday had like 12 losses, it's like, hey, we got Orlando Salidos, we got Gabriel Rosados, but we know their name. That dude yesterday got 10 losses. We don't know who that is. That ain't the same. It ain't the same. All opponents ain't created. All B-sides ain't created equal. Some more durable than others. Some give better rounds than others.
And if Tank actually go up to like fight Conor Benn, it's just man, the kid just pissed me off, man. I'd rather he stayed in moving in silence with his deal, like he was talking about initially.
He already put out a tweet. Basically, clearing himself of that fight because a disgruntled fan. I'm gonna screen share, but I'm not reading this shit word for word. Come over to YouTube, whoever wants to get it, or go to his his Twitter. But basically, a disgruntled fan went on a limb, and they're like, yo, don't even fight him. He don't deserve any money. He don't deserve the payday. He's a cheat. He's a scumbag. And then Tank puts the handshaking emoji. So now, does that mean I'm shaking the guy's hand who wrote this tweet and I won't fight him?
Yeah.
Or does it mean I agree he's a scumbag, that's why I'm fucking him up? But this is what I'm saying. My man makes us, break down tweets instead of just talking, because he uses emojis and all this stuff. It's just too much.
I can't do it with this guy, man.
Exactly. It's too much. It's too fucking much.
I'm just trying to find out what you're doing, man, with who you're trying to fight or something like that, and you just make it. It's like, bro, you're 29, man. When are you gonna have like your marquee legacy skill fight?
We can't try to diminish that.
Bro, that was
even though
like a superstar.
Nah, we asked for it. There was definite, was I asking for it? No. Did I pick him to win? Of course. Did I give Ryan a shot to win? Absolutely not. But I am conscious, and I understand that I live in a reality where people were asking for that fight, and it was a race to Ryan. That was my phrase. It's a race to Ryan. Because everybody
but it's like
knew.
People asked for Conor McGregor and Floyd,
Exactly.
and that was
you can't help.
But we all knew what was good, though.
Kerry, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say that he is giving the public what they want, and then say, hey, he's not giving the public what they want.
Man, he got an Alpha Grocery signed on that bakery deal, bro. Like he don't got nothing in the window for me to view. No cookies, no cakes, no pies, or nothing like that. You just tell me, you just wait on it. It's coming. Some big coming. Oldie but goodie. Like
look, at the end of the day, as much as I want to jump on the hate train, like, we do know he's under probation. We know he's on, house arrest with limited street time. Maybe he's trying to get that done with, because think about it. In April, it would be a year. Like, how long does this judge have him on house arrest? You understand? Like, maybe he had a year house arrest. Maybe he got 8 months house arrest, and he about to get that bracelet removed where he can be who he wants to be.
And that's his major fault, though. It's like, there's sometimes I can understand people getting into legal trouble, and it'd be like, damn, man, like it was so many circumstances and mixed up things with it that happened. But I'm like, bro, you just straight up did the wrong thing in every scenario that did not need to happen that night to get you in this. So it's like that's just an
I mean,
extension to me.
it
It's like an
was the
extension of
wrong
your
thing.
bullshit.
It was the wrong thing. But my own son, I gotta let you go because I know you had a king counter, so I
Yeah.
gave you crazy time. But now we got other people. But my own son, right? My own son. Me and my wife, we sat him down because the week before this conversation, we sat down to have with him. Uh, One of his cousins in another state had a vehicle accident with a vehicle and out of fear and shock drove off. So, we sat our son down and we like, look, you got full coverage. You know what I'm saying? You ain't ever got to do that. The situation ain't ever going to be uh, to the point where we're going to be mad at you. Do not leave the fucking scene of an accident. Um, I ain't going to say anything else, but you can imagine that things just don't go the way you want them to go as a parent when you're giving advice. You feel me? So, yeah, you should get the gist there. Uh, Things don't always work out the way we want them to. I got Mad Bent 100, $2. Daily dose of Tankwell. Lack of PEDs makes one strongman weak. Ben. Yeah, I don't like these assumptions, man. Um, it's pretty sad that it's not that evident to most people that Dobson was extremely big in that ring. And again, we wouldn't even know this had we not had Ben's weight. But knowing that Ben weighed in at 170 earlier that morning, there's no way you could look at Dobson and not understand why he's absorbing shots. It's like literally the same thing that Fury did with Wilder. Like, way more to take the shots better. Come on, guys. Leonard, H-Town, excuse me, Leo. Errol Spence Jr., alcohol problems, not living like a fighter, was the bigger guy in the fight with Bud. No clauses, no catch weight, and got destroyed in a fair fight. Yeah, we wish we all had fighters that didn't have clauses and catch weights and things of that nature. But Treese in Toledo, Ohio, what up? Treese. All right, we got Peso. Hit that thumbs up while we wait for him
Yo,
to connect.
yo,
What up? What up?
Demon, what up, Ness? How's everything going? How's your morning?
Can't complain, champ. Coffee and boxing.
Man, yep, another day in boxing. I watched both cards. I like the Boatsi. He looked good, man. I like what I saw, man. He won me some money. I saw Caroline Dubois. I know you like her as well. I think that Brazilian chick, Ferreira, she fucks her up, bro. Like, I can't wait until that fight happens. Aren't you a fan of her too, the Brazilian chick?
Hell yeah, Beatrice Ferreira. But the issue with that,
Oh,
the issue with that is
she
that's
don't want this.
Matchroom and Frank Warren. And don't get me wrong, they got the five
Nah,
on
bro.
five, but I don't know they're gonna
No,
do
no, I
that.
don't. I don't no, she's with Bench Nah, brother. I don't want to hear that shit. They definitely don't want that smoke. If they can maneuver around that Ferreira, they're gonna maneuver. But I'm telling you right now, she's gonna end up beating her, and I can't wait for it. What do you think? Do you agree, or you can't pick a winner, but
I
you're
didn't
just
even
gonna cheer
watch.
for?
I didn't watch the Peacock card, bro. I'm not buying. I'm not paying for another service. I got to put my foot down. I know you guys do other things to get these fights. I don't
Oh
even have
no,
the
no, no,
time to
no,
do
no, no.
that.
I feel you, bro. It came from I got it for for free.
Oh, you got it for free subscription for the month? You breaking up
Uh,
heavy though.
I'm chilling for until
You break.
time
You breaking.
period.
You breaking up. Player.
But
Player. Himalaya. Where are you?
not watching. I mean, I wasn't really.
Hmm.
I mean, she got skill, but she couldn't get this chick out of there, and that
Peso. Where are you,
Racer chick
bro?
would have got
Are you driving through
her
Arizona, player?
out of here in like in 6. And yeah, no, not for the month. I got it because of student discount. It's 25. Yeah,
He's on such a delay. This is so weird.
yeah.
I can't with you, champ. There's something wrong with you and your service right now. But Treese, Toledo,
Yo,
what up?
what up, though? What up, though? Man, man. We had a lot of boxing, man. We had a lot of boxing. But first off, I just want to start off and say, shout out Austin Trout, my nigga, on your win and that bare knuckle shit, man. You know, the
I did
combat.
see his highlight. I did see his highlight on
You
his
seen?
social media. That last left
Okay,
hook
okay.
ain't land. Even though he slowed it down, that last left hook ain't land. You know it. When he
Hey, and
spun
that
it
bare
through the
knuckles,
round.
it ain't gotta land. It's just gotta, it didn't land. I seen that. That's I did. I was like, damn, he called it a knockdown. I'm like, what the fuck? But hey, you know,
Fuck a knocked.
I said,
That shit was a knockout. I'm like, whoa.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, but hey, man. But hey, man, in that bare knuckle shit, I'm like, Austin Trout out here. I ain't gonna, I'm in my head. It's funny when I see him fight in my head. I be running like little. I'm like, damn, I want to. In my head, I be thinking of professional boxers who boxing right now, who I like to see jump in there with Austin Trout on some bare knuckle shit. And I know that ain't your style, but on some humbug. If respectfully, if you got a few options, who you would like to see jump out there with Austin Trout in that bare knuckle shit, who come from this professional boxing, you feel me? I'm just curious.
Nobody,
No.
man. Nah, bro, like that shit is mad brutal. Like that shit makes zero sense to let your skin get so beat up. Like why? Like after you retire, you gotta have a really loving wife because she's forced to look at all that beat up skin.
The
Shit
scar
look
tissue,
crazy, bro. Like why
man.
why put your I mean, I get it. Trout is like, bro, they not gonna hit me. I'm a boxer. These dudes just not on my level. But hopefully he don't get cut. Cause I ain't seen no cuts for the couple of fights he's had in this shit. But my bro, I went to a live fight once in Miami for this shit. And
Oh,
it was
word.
it was disgusting. It was
I can't.
disgusting.
It's funny. I can't imagine you, Nessa. It's funny because
No, listen,
I
I
can
wasn't
imagine it.
that's not my thing, but somebody was inviting me, they paid for everything. We had ringside seats. I'm like, all right, fuck it. The night in Miami, I brought the wife, but that shit, bro, that shit was disgusting, bro. Disgusting. It's
Word.
it's 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 it's, it's actually sad, like how beat up they faces get. I'm like, bro, how much is they getting paid for this shit? Like, cause how much is it worth your face falling off? Like how much is that worth for a motherfucker? That shit don't make sense to me.
Yeah. No, that shit do look a little different at the end. I ain't gonna lie, but we fuck with all combat, man. We embrace it all, man.
Okay,
But
so I gotta report this because I'm not gonna make a separate show. So once we thought again, because his tweets are like hieroglyphics, and we need archaeologists and things like that, specialists to help us. So we thought that tweet of him shaking hands meant he wouldn't fight him, but it was my secondary opinion that he's shaking the dude who said it hands by saying, "Don't worry, brother, I'ma whoop his ass for you." Cause here's another one that he's telling Conor, "I'm still waiting." So he wants Conor to actually have Eddie move fast as lightning. He wants Eddie to get in his DM right now. So yeah, I'm sorry, but go ahead.
nah, you good, man. Tank a funny motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a fight that I wouldn't mind seeing though. Tank and Conor Ben. It kind of makes because Conor Ben. I ain't gonna hold you up, brother. When we looking at my nigga, he's not the biggest 147 pounder. He's not the biggest guy in general. You feel me? And when we talking about stature and whatnot, so I feel like he closer to height with Tank than he is with Devin Haney, but I could be wrong. But I would like to see that. They both claim they knockout punch. Well, not claim, but they knockout punchers. They destroy shit. I would like to see that. That could be fireworks. Actually, I'm with that. But hey man, with this turkey out of sheep, the fuck? I heard you call out my name. I heard what he say. He threw out about 6 names. I seen that Jerry Anderson was the last name on that list for Perkovich. You understand? I want that fight. Jared Anderson, I don't know if you listen to this or what you doing. I don't know who you training for, what the fuck you got going on. My guy, I need you to get on that motherfucking card and get your hands on Herkovich, bro. It's important. It's vital. It's mandatory, my guy. You must do it for the city. You must beat the shit out that man. It's important. It must happen. But and Frank Frank Warren. I hear y'all got that 5-on-5 shit going. Hey, my man Albert Bell, you understand? He looking for, a big box promoter, as they say. You feel me? Go ahead and pick us up. We'd love to beat the shit out of a Joe Cordina. You understand? For IB, since we talking IBF, we'd love to beat the fuck out of a Joe Cordina for IBF strap. You understand? Put us on that 5-for-5. We'd love it. We'll go to UK. Get us on that. Go ahead and sign us, man. Go ahead. Say something. What you about to say, man? Let's talk some shit.
No, you just finally said what I needed to hear because I'm like, how he gonna get on the card? But you said go ahead and sign us, so you made it make sense at the end.
Oh yeah. It's all gonna come together. Go ahead and sign my nigga Albert Bell, Frank Warren with the Queensberry. And yeah, we want to put hands on Joe Cordina for you, man. Get us on that 5-for-5. We need that to happen. You understand? That'll be all love. But Conor Benn and Tank, like I say, I'm not opposed to that. And Buatsi, I hear people talking about Buatsi and Yard. I don't know about that. I kind of want to see David Benavidez go up and get his hands on it on the Anthony Yard. That'd be the play. But and one more, I heard I threw out this fight. What what's been going on with Jesse Hart? What he been doing? What's been going on with Jesse Hart? By the way, I would if David Benavidez was to go up and test his metal at one of these light heavyweight classes, I want to see him fight a Jesse Hart or something like that. A motherfucker told me I'm crazy, but I'm just saying, like on the first fight up. Why not a Jesse Hart? What you think about that there?
Jesse fought Hart for who?
For David Benavidez on the first, like say he go up
No,
first fight up
man.
that
What the
light
hell
heavyweight.
for? Where's Jesse Hart been? Why the fuck would that?
That's
We just talked about sidesteps today. Why you want David to
that's not a
sidestep?
side. I'm saying,
How is that
but
not
when
a
we talk,
sidestep? Yo,
listen, whoa. But when
top
we
rank
talk about
cut
light
Jesse,
heavyweight,
top rank cut Jesse Hart maybe 10 years ago, and I'm exaggerating, but the last fight any decent hardcore boxing fan remembers of Jesse Hart is like losing to Gilberto.
yeah, that's a fact. But but he been in there with decent names though. He been there with the Joe Smiths of the world. I'm saying like if David Benavidez going up, why not? Like as a Jesse Hart is a notable name. It's not like the light heavyweight division got so many names that it's like, oh, fight that guy or fight this guy or fight. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like it's that shit is only like four or five names that we know up there at light heavyweight right now. You see me? So if David Benavidez is going up there, you feel me? Just touch the metal. You see what I'm saying? With a Jesse Hart or something like that. But just something to think about. And yeah, man. Conor Benn Tank, I'm with that shit. Jared Anderson, get your hands on that Herkovich, man. We need that. Turkey Alashik, if you listen to this, hey, get on TBV, man. We keep seeing you on that MMA hour and shit. We like what you're doing, but damn, come over here to TBV, bro. It's real boxing fans over here, bro. We got questions for you, my boy. But
Yeah,
shout
you
out
got you got to
TBV.
tag him with that, man. We gotta get the tag
No.
on.
Yeah, please do. That's a man. We gonna get it together though. We gonna get him over here. By hook or crook, we gonna get him over here. Shout out TBV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Y'all be cool.
Appreciate you, champ. Kerry G says, who was that movie star female boxer you mentioned? It was Joanna. Joanna. Let me see if I can find her shit. Yeah, Joanna. I don't know. She has a unique last name, but This is her on Instagram. She has an amazing personality. Let me tell you, if she can keep winning, she's like Ben Whitaker. Not in the ring, but outside the ring. You feel me? She got all the flash and pizzazz on the way to the ring. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying not in the ring. As I showed y'all, her last fight was a knockout and how it came. So, yeah, but that is her, Kerry G. You can follow her there on Instagram. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Arrivederci.